Oh.
There's Karl there. Say hello.
Alright.
Yeah, that's Karl. He's stop that a minute, Karl. He's a producer on the XFM show. It's free advert there.
What's this for?
Well, let me explain. I've just realised that it's 2 days before the opening night, and I've got no one to introduce the support act, Johnny Camden. You know him.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record one on tape. I've left at the last minute, but a friend is going to help me out, aren't you, Karl?
I'll do. Yeah.
Karl Pilkington there. All right. What do you think of this? I've got a joke. I was going to say I was going to do sort of like a spoof sort of charity thing that, and then I was going to go and he's all the way from Dublin. He's a handsome, strong man. Ladies, you'll want him to take you home and give you a hard, smooth, long asphalt drive.
It's alright. I'd laugh.
You would, under what circumstances would you laugh? Because I just told it to you and you fucking didn't.
Yeah, but it's different when there's, do you know what I mean? When you're with a load of people who are laughing, you sort of laugh with them. But yeah, it's funny. I'd do that. That'll work.
Maybe I won't actually. It might come across as a bit racist.
Well, Johnny's not black, is he?
No. I mean the Irish race, the Irish nation, the Irish.
Yeah,
look what happened to Anne Robinson when she said the Welsh.
Well, what happened?
They all got annoyed, didn't they?
Yeah, but what did they do?
Good point.
Right, then we'll get some level then.
Testing. Karl Pilkington's little baldy head.
Yeah, but that's bad because you know that it looks rounder on tape than it does in real life. Look at that head. Look at that. Do you know what? It's a good job I wasn't born gay because I don't know what I'd do.
Why not? If you're gay, you'll be loving it, won't you?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm suited to it.
Why?
Just the lifestyle.
Well, what do you mean the
parties
lifestyle?
and stuff. Because the lifestyle, the way they walk about over there showing off, being quite...
Okay, you wake up gay tomorrow. What's the first thing you do? Do you get a boyfriend or do you play the field?
I think you play the field.
Yeah, are you going to talk the same?
Yeah, maybe in time. I suppose things rub off. If I'm knocking about with John Inmans of the world, I'm probably going to start maybe a little sort of... give me something to say.
Oh, hello, I haven't seen you for ages.
Right, so it'd be a bit different. Maybe oh, hello.
Right,
I haven't seen you for ages.
Okay.
It'd be little things like that and people would suddenly go, have you met Karl recently? Sounds different. Or
So you go home, your dad goes, all right, son, how's it going? Been doing any DIY recently?
Oh, hello, Dad. I haven't been there for a bit.
Oh, what are you talking like that for, Karl? How's Suzanne?
I'm not with her anymore. This is pointless because it's not the life I would choose.
Okay, but you've woken up gay.
But I wouldn't believe it then. I'd just go, oh, I feel a bit happier today, don't know why.
No, but then you start going, you go down, you buy a gay magazine, you're flicking through, you're looking at more cock than you've ever seen before in your life, and you're loving it. You look down, something's happened. What do you do next?
I just wouldn't look at that magazine again.
No, you're loving it. You go, I can't believe I haven't seen this magazine before.
Yeah, but I've seen knobs before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Where?
You see knobs all the time.
Where?
In gyms and that. And don't say you don't look, because you do when you're in a gym. Because it's there.
What
and
is?
If you don't look, if you're going like that, that's more of a worry. If you're not happy looking a knob in the face, there's something wrong. You should be comfortable with it. Just there you go.
It's a good rule of thumb. So...
Right, coming to Christmas, some people forget the true meaning of Christmas. I just think it's drinking and giving presents. But obviously it comes from the story of the Nativity. Very briefly, what is the story of Christmas, as you remember?
It's baby Jesus was born. That's it.
Okay, can we expand on that a little? Let's start the night before. What happened on Christmas Eve?
She was, Mary was pregnant.
Right.
She's wandering about, you know, probably knowing it was due. Was she knocking about with the three fellas at that point?
No. No. Three fellas being...
The wise men?
No.
She wasn't with them?
No. Who was she with?
I honestly don't know.
What was her husband called?
Her husband was... I don't know. I wasn't that interested in Ari. Jesus
Right.
was born.
Right, okay, and Mary and Joseph, yeah?
Yeah.
They travelled, didn't they? On a donkey.
Yeah.
What happened?
She's pregnant.
Yeah, we've done that.
And then she's like, I'm going to have this kid in a bit, sort somewhere out.
Right.
He says, we're going to struggle.
She came from Salford.
It's Christmas Eve.
Right.
And they stayed at...
No. Wasn't Christmas Eve, was it?
All right, then it's just a normal day.
Yeah.
And they stayed... They couldn't find it. They couldn't find anywhere.
Right.
So they stayed in a stable.
Right.
She had the kid on December 25th. That's it.
Then what happened?
That's it, really.
No, it was the three fellas she was knocking about with at the beginning.
The wise men.
Right.
And there was a star involved. They followed a star. You see, you're making me look like a divvy, but it wasn't an important lesson at school. I'm not a Catholic or anything. I'm nothing. I'm sort of... My mum even said, she said, don't tell anyone that you're not anything. She said, because something about witches. When I was a kid, when you're a kid, you're at risk of being taken away by...
People think he's a character. People think this is scripted.
No.
Imagine if I bothered writing this.
But it's not important. It's so not important, this story.
What did your mum say about witches?
No, she just said, don't go around telling people you're not christened or anything.
Right.
I did a Sunday school thing called Crusaders.
Right.
Joined that, but I just went on like the Friday when they had Sabutio, table football, and then they came knocking on the Sunday saying, come on, you've got to come with us.
Right.
And I went, and it was rubbish. There was no Sabutio. There's an old fella reading out a smelly Bible, really old books, and I hated it. I said, I'm not going on a Sunday again. So I used to just go on the Friday, and that is religion for me.
There you go.
I didn't need it. I don't need an old story.
Final thoughts? What does Christmas mean to you then, Karl? If you don't like old stories, what does Christmas mean to you? Just look down and tell people what they should be thinking of this Christmas. What does it mean to you?
It's hassle, isn't it, Christmas? Got to buy presents. The meal's all right. The food's all right.
It's the best, isn't it? If the roast dinner is the, the king of meals, surely the Christmas roast is the king of roasts.
Yeah. Christmas. I could do without it. If someone said, we're getting rid of it, I'd go, all right. I don't like all the build-up. I don't like that bit in between Christmas and New Year when nothing's happening. That's a dead week. Nothing goes on. People are still off for Christmas. Christmas has happened. Get back to work. You can get nothing done. Everything comes to a standstill. Why do you like Christmas?
I like being allowed to drink gin and tonic at 10 a.m. while watching Noah Ledman's give little sick kids presents.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what it's about. It's not about... You're saying to me, telling me the story of baby Jesus. You haven't got a clue yourself. It's not about that. It's about, like you say, eating chocolates. Same as Easter is for fat people with chocolate. I love Easter. No, you don't. You like eggs. You like chocolate, you fat little... Do you know what I mean? So, we don't need it. Maybe back then, when you were, wise men knocking about a desert, they needed something to look forward to. They probably didn't live that long.
I don't think they were looking forward to Easter, though, were they?
No, but listen. But
Jesus certainly wasn't looking forward to Easter.
Back then, when you watch Scrooge,
yeah,
everyone's looking forward to it. Tiny Tim, go and get a chicken. Now, these days, have a chicken when you want. Anyone can afford it. So it hasn't got the same values.
Tiny Tim, go and get a chicken. Oh.
Happy Christmas.
Brilliant.
Right. I had an injection to sort of protect me from dirty chimps. Learn English, all pulled together. Anyway, what was my point?
In a few words, your gut reaction.
Yeah, your gut reaction isn't wise, because it still hasn't settled since all these places. I don't think that's going to have a clue.
Right.
A little bit of a blob with a head on it. I mean, really weird looking stuff that you go, I don't know what it's doing in the world. In the end, they ate one.
Oh, God! To be quite honest, I thought it'd be a bit more virile. Even though he's 23, his penis is actually 102. Why do you have that put on? Why do you have it put on?
Is this any use? I don't know what this is.
No, nothing wants your penis.
You'd be surprised. Honestly, there's some weird stuff out there. Now everyone's saying to me, you've seen the Amazon? That's amazing. Well, how come the stuff that lives in it doesn't want to live in it? They'd rather live in my knob than live in the river. So you're telling me that I'm meant to be lucky. That's what I'm saying. Nowhere's safe.
Bring Suzanne, your girlfriend, back anything from these trips?
Yeah, I got her like a turtle like you blow into its arse and it makes a tune, but she hasn't played with that. They make everything weird. That's what I'm worried about.
Expand on this, I don't understand what you mean.
Everything. Chicken. Why is it orange in Chinatown? Just the slightest thing. The chicken is orange.
I'll just give Suzanne some
No,
flowers.
because she'd be going, oh, aye, what's been going on? If I built her that, she'd be going, what's been going on? Are they the oldest thing on the world?
I told you, he needs an absolute.
They've got that there every day when they leave the house. They see it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there again. Sick of seeing it. It's like a pylon to them, that. You get sick of it. Oh, hello, Dad. I'm been there for a bit.
Oh, what are you talking like that for, Carl? How's Suzanne?
I'm not with her anymore.
What is?
Don't look. If you're going like that, that's more of a worry. If you're not happy looking a knob in the face, there's something wrong. You should be comfortable with it. Just there you
It's a
go.
good rule of thumb.
I learn't that babies in China, a lot of them have square heads.
Right, go on.
We're going to kill this kid if you don't give us the 5 million.
How can
We're
you call
getting
him a
sick
kid?
of him.
Why? What's he doing?
He's just shouting Congress tart. Give him the money. Give us the money.
Okay.
I wouldn't have got him to call you, actually. There's no way. There's no way. So to be a Hell's Angel, you've got to shit in your pants.
Of your mum giving you.
So shit in your pants and keep them on for a week. So, yeah, my dad said me Auntie Nora could have joined then. But,
So,
Oh, fuck me. You are the strangest man on the planet.
you haven't been to China.
Thank you. Good night.
See you later.
Oh.
Done.
Carl.
What?
What would you rather do, right? I sort of put you in a ball, squash your head, right? Tie your head to your knees, like that, right? You have to walk around like that, right? Until you're formed, totally formed. So that's like the rest of your life. Just keep that for a year in a cage, and your head's like knees, right? You have to walk like that, going, right? Oh Christ! Or I do facial surgery on you, right? And you've got no face at all. I sew up your mouth and nose, right, and lines like that, right? And you're just fed with a tube in your stomach and a breathing equipment.
So no eyes.
Yeah, no eyes, no nose, no mouth, no nothing. You'll take your ears off, right? So you're deaf, dumb, blind. You're breathing through a little thing there. You're being fed straight into your stomach.
And what's the problem with the head on the knees?
Well, you're in pain. You can't use to walk like a crab everywhere.
But I can still hear and see.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Yeah. What would you do? What's the first thing you do when you get out of the cage?
How long have I been in the cage for?
Yeah. Just crying yourself to sleep every night.
I'd call Suzanne, just warn her.
What would you say?
I'd just say, look, I'm coming home. Long story. Can you come and open the door?
Hi, TV's Ricky Gervais here. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my new book that's coming out this autumn. It's called Ricky Gervais Presents The World of Karl Pilkington. With me, Karl Pilkington.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a book, some of the ideas and some of the chats and some of the stuff we came up with in the podcast. The world record-breaking podcast, The Ricky Gervais Show. So, what are you doing there?
Just doing some drawings for it, just to go with the stories and that we talk about, some of the ideas and stuff.
What's that?
This one? Well, it's Auntie Nora, isn't it? When she farted for 5 minutes. That's like when she had the wind there, just coming out there. She, like, had wind for 5 minutes.
Oh, good.
So just sort of pictures and that.
So we could put this into the Booker Prize, could we?
Yeah.
Thumbs and that.
Yeah.
I'm still pretty sure that we would have got on alright without the thumb.
Yeah.
But if we couldn't, how about a thumb with one big finger?
That works, doesn't it? It's just that idea I had. Do you know, I went to school with. Yeah, well, there's a picture of them. The sort of two kids who had big heads. They also had like webbed hands. So they got by all right. They didn't struggle with stuff. So I just thought, you know, if everyone had hands like them, less fingers, less messing about.
Good. Maybe Richard and Judy can include this in their book club. Put a baby in a room with no contact with outside world. Why?
Well, just to find out if, you know, it becomes gay or straight or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Is it the outside world that's making them gay or straight? Is it, you know what I mean?
And how long would you leave a baby in a room?
I don't know. How long does it take to go gay? I don't know, like 20 years or something.
Oh, right, good. You're sticking a baby in a room for 20 years?
Yeah, I mean, it's not, you know, feed it and stuff. So through the letterbox and that. Don't go mental.
And what would this be for Channel 4, would it?
If they want to televise it, they can do. But I'm just saying, just do it if it's not for the television.
Good. Well, people are rushing to buy that book. That's Ricky Gervais Presents The World of Karl Pilkington. It's the sort of book that you'd find written in shit under the floorboards of a serial killer's house. Brilliant. Well, good luck.
Cheers.
Put my name to that.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news, you.
It was this bloke who was a builder.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And you know what builders are like? They sort of move about, don't they, from sort of building to building, just building.
Well, yeah, well, once they've built it, the building's done and they move on to build some more.
Building to building, just building, yeah.
So he goes to his next job and that, right?
Who does, the builder?
The builder.
Yep.
He goes to, like, the boss,
new building.
the boss of this building, who's building it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And he says what unto him?
Do you need anything building?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so he says, yeah, there's plenty of work and that going about.
Yep.
He says, we're working on this one here. He said, get going on it, like, there's your bricks and your cement and stuff, get on with it.
Yeah.
Any plans? Just build.
Just start building.
Yeah. Go up.
They're getting on with it and stuff, it's all going well.
Right?
Yep. But he notices that there's someone working high up, right, on the top bit.
Sure.
Because do you know, like, there's girders and stuff on these big buildings.
Yeah.
And he's still building the bottom bit,
and
which
he's
is
still,
weird.
yeah, well, that's the way they do it there apparently, just to sort of speed it up, work from top to middle, from top to bottom.
Sure, that's in imaginary land.
We
So
put
anyway.
the spire on, now we better do the foundations,
Yeah.
and then put some stuff in the middle to keep it up there.
So anyway, he's saying to like the other workers, he's going, who's that up there?
Who's that up
Like,
there?
He's working on his own.
The little fella, was he?
And
The little hairy fella up there.
Who's
he's
the little
saying.
hairy fella up there with the hard hat?
and the other fellas were going, look, don't ask questions. The boss decides who he takes on. We're happy to be getting paid here.
Don't ask questions! Well, I'll see him when he comes down.
So he said, well, he's pretty impressive, the work rate he's doing, the way he's getting from one girder to the other.
Swinging, is he?
He doesn't seem to be scared of the heights or anything. He said, no, just let him get on with it, we work well as a team. Lunchtime comes, they're all sat there, sat on a little wall, having the sandwiches, he's thinking he'll come down in a bit. He's just carrying on.
Is he just still going?
Still going on that, right? So the fella says to the boss man, he says, isn't that fella up there going to come down and join us for lunch? He said, like I said, mate, don't worry about him, right? So he said, oh, anyway, you've reminded me that he's up there. He said he's doing a lot of riveting and stuff up there. He probably needs some more nuts to...
Right, sure. And what kind of nuts is that? Is that nuts to food, or...?
So he said, what, nuts? He said, yeah, just, there's a bag full of them there. Just put them on the hook, send them up, and he can get on with his job. So anyway, he picks these nuts up,
Nuts,
right?
yeah.
Just hooks them on. He thinks they're not that heavy,
No.
considering, they're normally pretty heavy, aren't they? Like nuts
big
and
bag of
bolts and
nuts,
stuff. So anyway, he has a little glance in.
Oh, no, what's in there?
Nuts.
What, you mean nuts that you can eat?
Nuts that you can eat.
Oh.
Right? So they send the bag up, and he's thinking, what's all that about? He checks him out, starts to stare, works it out. You can see that he's a little chimp running about. So he goes, I'm not happy with this.
Why
So
isn't he?
Yeah.
He said, all them
Is
out
the
there.
boss sitting in a tyre?
He said, all them lot out there might not be wise to what's going on here. He
Yeah.
said, but I've clocked it, and you're sending nuts up to it. It's a monkey, it's not on. So he goes, look, we just all try to earn a living here. He said, don't get involved in it. I'm happy to pay you, but I'm paying him. Don't interfere.
He's paying him.
And he's saying, look, I'm just not happy with this. It's not allowed. So the boss was saying, well,
We
to
pay
be honest,
peanuts, we get monkeys.
he said, to be honest, mate, he's a great worker. He's known for doing what he does. He's a good grafter. If one of you's going to go, right, I'm afraid I'll have to let you go, because he's been here longer than that.
Yeah.
He was made redundant.
None of
because
that
the monkey-
happened.
He was laid off.
None of that happened.
He's laid off from that. And that's
No.
where that saying about, like there's a lot of tower blocks and that in America, it's like the chimp off the old block, is where... So that's monkey news.
Come in.
Right.
Ah, Mr. Pilkington, and how are we today?
Yeah, I'm alright, Doctor. Yeah, I've just come for my checkup.
Okay then, pop your pants off.
What?
Just pop your pants off.
Oh,
and,
I forgot to take my pants off.
well, because I have to pop my finger up your
What with me what?
to check your prostate gland.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I am worried about it because prostate cancer kills 10,000 men every year in Britain.
You can check that out if I get any symptoms.
Well, there aren't always symptoms, and symptoms do vary from man to man. So the best way to check it out is
Well,
I just pop my finger up there
I'm really
and have a
happy with this,
feel.
just-
Don't worry about it.
Wait. Is that it?
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
I don't know why he was worried. You probably saved his life there.
Does he have to be here?
He's just a mate. Don't worry about him. He's just watching me at work.
Prostate cancer is the most common cancer diagnosed in men. The chances are you know someone who's affected by it. To help make a difference, please donate now.
Well, congratulations, Ricky. Much deserved, I'm sure.
Thank you very much.
Ricky, I just wondered if I could ask, you're the most famous comedian in the world, and yet despite your incredibly successful career, you're still able to give enormous amounts of time to charity.
Shut up, embarrassing me.
Well, that's what you've written, I
Well,
think.
just ask the question.
No, I just wondered how you find so much time in your hectic schedule to help charity.
You've got to find time. 30,000 men are diagnosed with prostate cancer every year, 10,000 of which die of the disease, and a man dies every hour from prostate cancer. So, you know, that's why I give so much of my time and raise so much money for cancer. I mean, I don't know if we've got any stats how much I sort of raised last year for cancer.
Just says fucking millions?
Yeah, and they're welcome to it, you know. But I will say this, if I ever get cancer, I'm going to go into the nearest hospital and go, right, I paid for that machine, get that little bald fucker off it. Talking of little bald fuckers, Karl Pilkington.
Right.
Thoughts?
Just one. It's 2006. Why are they still using the finger?
Good point. Good question.
Chris Martin from Coldplay. Got a few questions for
Can I
you.
wear your sunglasses?
Okay, now, you like to buy clothes made in third world sweatshops because they're cheaper. Do you prefer Chinese or Indian made stuff?
Indian. Chinese don't know what they're doing.
See your head a little bit. We want to get the noise, the microphone there. Right, ready? Hold on.
Good. So you're just doing it?
Hold on. Now, it's in position. What if it... Oh. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, God. Oh, no!
Oh, it's like Jackass.
Now, at the Conservative Party conference a few years ago, you made a rousing speech saying that if Labour banned fox hunting, you'd leave the country. Now, you did leave, but now you're back. Isn't that hypocritical?
I just came back to get some stuff. To get my hunting gear. I came back to get 2 guns and a knife.
No.
What's the other question?
No, you famously said you don't trust black people. Isn't that racist?
I think racism is a state of mind.
It's to sleep, they're sharing a tent. I've only got one. Well, I've got one tent between them, have they?
Yeah.
But why don't they take 2? A tent's not that big.
Oh, yeah.
So are they fighting now, or what? It was cold outside, he said, come in my tent. And then that happens.
What do you think, Carl?
I'm still none the wiser as to why they do that. Are they both gay?
I think if you have sex with another bloke, you're generally considered gay.
If you're willing to pop your John Thomas up, John or Thomas,
Yeah.
I think you could be considered
As a rule of thumb.
What I mean is, if they're mates, they're going across the western, whatever that it's called, right? Across the west, on their horses. They say, come in here, it's cold, don't be sleeping out there by that rock. Get in the tent. They get in the tent, there's still no mention of gayness. Then, one of them does that.
I know. Well, I don't know.
It must have been planned, is what I'm saying.
No.
How do you know what your job is?
No.
It's
What
not
do you mean,
like
how do you know what your job
because
is?
a man and a woman, it's like, well, we know what we've got to do here, but with them, there's different options. So how did they know what the job, whose job was what?
Are you saying how did they know who was on top, so to speak?
Yeah, because it all happened pretty
I
quick.
think you fight for it. I think it's first dibs, isn't it? Like bunks, like bunk beds, isn't it? I don't know the rules. I don't know
what the rules are.
I don't know what the rules are.
But then what happens then, Steve, after that night?
Because of the difficulties and constraints of the time in which they live, they have to live a lie. So they both get married to wives, but they maintain their love affair across the years and the decades.
Yeah, but don't the wives get suspicious when they keep saying we're going camping again this weekend?
Well, you're very right, they do.
But you wouldn't suspect a cowboy, would you? Except the one in Village People.
Yeah.
I thought he was the only cowboy.
He's fairly...
That was a little bit iffy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He hangs around with a Native American who's normally the antithesis of the cowboy. The cowboy and the Indian, they hate each other.
They hate each other, yeah, I know.
But
Yeah.
they're hanging out. So are you going to watch the rest of the film now? Is it whet your appetite?
Could the film still happen even if they weren't gay? Is it just a cowboy film, but that's a bit of filler? Let's just have another watch and see if there's anything else.
Oh, does he want to watch it again?
Are you sure you want to watch it again?
Listen, if you want to watch it again, watch it again.
Yeah.
No, I'm just...
What?
But no, if you want to watch it again...
If you want to watch it again, watch it again.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to watch it again.
If you want to watch it...
I'm doing stuff for the book. So just,
The World According to Karl Pilkington.
yeah,
You can buy that now. Pre-order it on Amazon, can't you?
yeah.
Or wait till September 18th. Pre-order it now.
Right.
What's that?
That's me. Just I'm stuck in a spider. You said, you know, about what would you do and all that if you were stuck in the body of a spider.
Alright.
So I said I'd just have a sleep. So there I am, just having a kip. Not a
Okay.
sleeping bag.
Good.
That's the thing about if you cut off an head, the body lives for like about a minute.
Doesn't.
No, it does. They did a test, didn't they?
No, didn't. No one did a test. We've done it.
Got freaks. My favourite freaks.
Oh, right. Oh, that's a... Yeah, a lot of people want to know what your 5 favourite freaks are. I'd buy a book about that. So number 1, the Elephant Man. You know that. There he is, with his buns. Number 2, Pillow Man.
Yeah.
3, Siamese Twins. Annie.
Mm.
4, Three-Legged Juggler. 5, Pig-Faced Woman of Manchester Square.
They're not in like that. Isn't in an order that I want to see them or anything. They're all as good as each other.
Okay. So maybe if you're a freak and you want to meet Karl, would you want to meet a freak? If we could, there's 6 billion people in the world. Must be somebody like this that wants to. Would you want to meet the Pillar Man?
Yeah, it'd be all right. But how's he going to get in touch? Siamese twins, I don't like because it's 2. That'd be trickier. I don't think.
What if one of them liked you and the other one didn't? He couldn't stand you.
Yeah,
One was like, I love Karl Pilkington, he's brilliant. All right, Karl, are you coming out?
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to put them in that situation because I can go home. They're still bickering. So yeah, I don't want to meet them.
Three-Legged Juggler?
Yeah.
What would he have to juggle for you to take your eyes off his legs?
Well, that's the thing though. He'd think I'd be getting him in to sort of do some juggling, and he might sit behind the desk and I go, oh. I'm not interested in the juggling.
I love the fact that you think you can get him in. You can hire this man who probably died 100 years ago.
The monkey that was a fireman.
Wasn't.
Just the idea of a cat with mops on its feet to clean the floor. That's that good invention that came out.
I'm pretty sure that's not a real invention. And there's you washing up with your little trousers down. I mean, I really must applaud the effort for this though, Karl.
That's
because
really
most, no offence, sort of dimwits, morons, cretins, idiots, they think all this shit, but they don't bother
putting it down.
Yeah, and they certainly don't bother colouring it in. So well done. I think it's a brilliant book for anyone who's got, you know, really nothing else to do, or feel that they're sort of giving to a worthy cause. And that's available now on Amazon.com or Amazon.co.uk. And it's, what is it, like 200 pages, and it's got all these illustrations and great stories, and a foreword by me, in which I'm basically going on about Karl being an idiot, which is the only truthful thing in the book. I'm pretty sure of that. Good. So well done.
Have you ever been in a hospital when it's been shut down, or a school when there's no kids in it, and there's that sort of bad atmosphere of like weirdness?
Yeah.
Right?
For the sake of argument, yeah.
We're wandering about and I say, oh yeah, what's in this room, right? And all the floors are like a wreck and rotten and stuff.
Oh my god.
There's a little sign there, right? And I go up to it and it says, flies this way. So I follow the arrow, which goes to this corner where there's a shelf, about 3,000 dead flies on it, condom stuck on the top. Right, you might remember in the first podcast I was telling you about this scary house that my mate lives in, where he's like a security man. You're not like a security man, are you? What are you?
Well, just look after it.
You just look after it and that. He just looks after it. So this is it, because I thought I'd show you around it, because just in case you thought I'd made it up and that, about the bit about the flies and all that, where there's flies on the shelf and stuff. So this is the sort of state I was telling you how it's a mess. This is it. Ceiling's caving in over there. It's just there. Pair of pants. Right then, we've found the room that I was talking about on the podcast, with the dead flies and that on it. This is the sign that I was telling you about. Got a fly on it, right, little arrow. There's flies here, look. Little ladybird there. Oh, flies attacking the ladybird and that. Right, so you've got that. We'll follow it along. Right, you think, well, there's nothing there. And you've got, if you can get the camera up there, right? Look at that lot. Dead flies. I'm just showing you this because some people have said, oh, you made it up and all that. But there's no way, just for the sake of the podcast, I'd go around collecting that many dead flies. There's a condom as well that I was talking about. Weird, isn't it?
Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, here on the set of Extras. Extras 2, coming soon. People are busy working away and they're annoying me a little bit because I'm trying to do this, so I'm in charge. Shut up! That's power. Okay, back to work. 14th September, the new series starts. We're here filming a scene for the final episode, actually. I'll show you around, shall I? Okay. I know what you're thinking. What hospital are we filming in? It's not a hospital. She's not a real nurse. Unless we just put this in. Hey? Do these look ill? Bad example. We're going into the main studio now. We're just using a little corridor there for a hospital. Ooh. Oh. We're in the wrong studio.
Yeah, I think we are.
Oi oi, who's this little face? Excuse me.
Yeah, can I help you?
It's Robert Lindsay off My Family.
Well, not just My Family.
Citizen Smith GBH. Repeated soon on E4. One of the best drama series of the last 25 years. What are you doing here, Robert?
Well, why am I here? I've been asked to work with you two.
That's an exclusive. That's not out. That's something the papers haven't got. Robert Lindsay's in extras as well. There's a little bonus for you. So there's a little teaser of Extras 2 coming soon, September the 14th, BBC 2, 10 o'clock. But check out the website. I'll do one of these every few days. Oh, sorry. I've gone toilet. Oh, I've gone toilet. Can you empty it? Can you empty it?
Yeah, okay. Right. I'll bring them over here. Well, it's just falling it there. Don't know how he's getting away with this. Listen to this, right? Crudge evolved bi-goggles at one end and flagy-plays at the other, right? Eventually becoming Whittles. Some Crudge went on the other way, developing a uniflap and becoming a Sploon. Sploon grew into Flunts, and Whittles branched out as Scruddlers and Wumps. So I don't understand why people want to read about these sort of made up animals when there's weirder stuff than this knocking about anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like I read something about a crab that what it does, it's born, right, and then it's floating about in the sea, and it spends its days looking for a mussel. Do you know, like the mussels you get in the sea? It spends its day finding one of them that's got a little gap in it, gets in it. That's it. It's done its sort of life's job. It just gets in the mussel and stays there. So that's pretty weird. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to sort of invent a Sploon, a Spluff, and a Wumph. The Moulon. It's the most intelligent being on the planet. It believes that all life is precious and never knowingly hurts another flanimal. The saddest sound in the universe is the whimper of 1,000 Moulons when one dies. Do you know what I mean? That's quite sad, isn't it? It's like whale noises, that, isn't it? Because they say, what do they say? Like how a whale, if a whale's crying, another whale can hear it from miles away. Which must be well annoying, because I think, like, say if you're a whale and you're sick of hearing things crying, you'd travel miles to get away from that whale that's crying. But then, as you're going away from it, the chances are you're going towards another whale that's crying. So you can't get away from whales crying. And yet people say, oh, if I come back, I'd like to come back as a whale. There's no way I'd do that. Just having all stuff crying around you, you'd be well depressed. That's why they always look sad, whales. Because all they're hearing is crying. That's like a Moulon. I don't know what order this was in. Not that it matters. You know what I mean?
Ricky and Jane were going on holiday for a few days and had arranged for Glyn to come in and make sure the cat was okay while they were away. I'm sick of that cat. I was surprised that they hadn't paid for the little shit to go away with them on first class. Blimey, getting a bit vitriolic in the diary.
Why doesn't he like the fact that I've got a cat and I love the cat? Why?
It's just everything in that house that you've got gets sort of special treatment, and it's a cat. And
what do you mean you get special treatment?
Sometimes
we put food down for it, and sometimes it gets on our lap and we stroke it.
You don't just stroke it.
We're
you
not
massage it. You massage its back. You go, no, you're stressed out.
Well, no, it's good. No, I'm not saying you stressed out. At no point did I say you stressed out. You said, "What the fuck are you doing for? Is it stressed out or something?" I like touching my cat.
To be honest with you, I don't like Ricky's cat.
I can't believe
because every time I go around there, it goes straight for my ghoulies.
I just don't like it. It thinks it's it. Do you know what I mean? The way it wanders about and that. If it owns the joint. Jonathan Ross gave it him. I reckon it was Jonathan Ross's cat. And he got sick of it.
Oh my god.
No. You know, he got sick of its attitude. And then luckily, like, Ricky's old cat died. So he knew Ricky needed a new one. Palmed it off onto him.
That's the last we'll see of that cat. Oh look, there he is, look at that.
They love beer and donuts.
So he was pretending he's joking there, but if that cat wanted beer and donuts, he'd probably let it have it. The thing is, it never goes out. So there's no chance of it ever coming to any harm. But it's going to last forever. Do you know what I mean? We got through loads of cats when I was a kid, because we lived on a main road. So none of them really got the chance to annoy me, because they were never around long enough. If the cat sat on his knee, he won't get up. He sort of waits until the cat gets down, because he doesn't want to disturb it. I don't know if he's just doing that to sort of wind me up, or if that is the way it gets treated. Really does me head in, it does. When they go away on holiday, it's a big upheaval. You have to organise people to sort of come round and feed it and make sure it's alright. That's what's meant to be good about cats, that they don't take much looking after. My mum and dad's last cat that they had, it's called Charlie. They went away for a month to Spain, just left it outside. And it feeds itself. If a cat gets hungry, it sorts itself out. That's what they do, they're wild. I mean, it had lost an eye by the time they got back, but it didn't go hungry. Sick of it.
Hello. We've taken time out of our busy schedule to tell you about the new series of the Ricky Gervais Show. It's coming soon, in fact very soon, August the 22nd. It's another 6 half hours of drivel, available on iTunes and Audible, and we've got loads to talk about because we've just been filming the new series of extras, which is, you know, turning out fantastic.
Well, that's not for us to say.
Wow, it's us that's talking. I'm telling you, it's brilliant. No doubt win all the awards.
Well, we don't do it to win an award.
It's not, no, we don't do it to win an award. We do it to win loads, particularly the American ones. Brilliant, so look forward to that as well. But anyway, the Ricky Gervais Show, featuring me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant,
Hello
and,
there.
of course, Karl Pilkington.
There he is.
Alright.
So, yeah, we've been working with the likes of Orlando Bloom and Chris Martin from Coldplay. David Bowie, Sir Ian McKellen, Daniel Radcliffe. So we've got a lot to talk about, haven't we? We've got a lot to talk about. And Karl, it's been 3 months. So have you got anything to talk about? Have you been doing stuff?
Yeah, I've been doing loads of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you say that. The reason I ask is because on one podcast, your entire week's events consisted of going to the Cobblers, and that made it into the diary. So, have you done anything interesting?
Yeah, just doing loads of stuff, yeah. It was weird, right? I was in the park, right? Just sat there having an apple. Finished eating it, chucked it on the floor, right? Within seconds, an ant was on it, eating it. It's weird, isn't it, right? How that ant is totally different to me, isn't it? What it gets up to in a day and that couldn't be further away from what I'm doing. And yet, we both like an apple. Look at it, just loving it. I don't think I'd be that good as an ant. Just thinking about it, right? If I was that ant sat on there, I'd probably be overfaced by that apple. It's too much. And also, I sort of like to know what I'm going to be eating. At the start of the day, I'll say to my girlfriend, like, right, what are we having for tea tonight? She'll go, why do you need to know? And I go, because I like to know. I like to get my taste buds ready and that. Whereas that ant, 5 minutes ago, it didn't know it was going to be having apple. But it's got to have it, because it might not find anything else. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't want to be an ant.
Karl.
What are you thinking just then?
Just thinking of stuff that I've been up to and that.
Daydreaming, more like.
Nothing wrong with daydreaming, Steve. Jesus, you know how fucking annoying that is. Go and do something. Just fuck off. Go on, go home. Read a book. Jesus. That's my head in.
You alright?
Yeah.
So just to recap, all new Ricky Gervais Show with Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington, available from August 22nd on iTunes, audible.com, or via Ricky Gervais' website, rickygervais.com. Is that it? That's
The awards.
Yeah. Huh?
Awards. What?
What I'm saying is, right, there's now too much choice. Whenever you get a menu in a restaurant, it's not like, oh, right, what is the? Yeah, I'll have that. There's too much. It's like a book now, isn't it? And you look at it all. And then you've got to that point now that people are even taking a risk when they're eating.
What do you mean?
You know, in Japan or China or something, they're eating that fish that if it's not cooked right, it can kill you, right? Yeah. Not worth the risk when there's so many other fish.
Yeah, I agree. Why
have mackerel, have a bit of cod or whatever.
Yeah,
as soon as there's a risk, take it off. Take it off
I
the
agree.
Menu.
I totally agree.
Not worth
it. We've got a fish that might or might not kill you. Well, is there anything that definitely won't kill you? Yeah, but a chicken won't kill you.
Right. I'll play safe then. I'll have that.
I love that. I love the chicken.
That's what I'm saying. It seems to be the trend at the moment for people to eat things that you shouldn't really be eating. Octopus. They say, oh, it's best if you eat them alive or something, right? And there's been stories of people who've been eating them, and because they're still alive, the legs are like, you know, you get round the neck and what have you, inside, and they choke you. Why would you want to eat that? If you're going to eat a live animal, don't eat one that's got 8 arms that can get hold of your neck. I could understand that if we've run out of everything else, right? Alright, what's left? Octopus. Go on then, I'll have a leg. But there's no need to be eating that at this moment in time. I hadn't had pasta till I was about 24. Now kids are having all this stuff. We're away for a weekend a couple of weeks ago. Sat in a restaurant. Some kid asked for sorbet. He's only about 11. Just the amount of juices they've got now as well. When I was a kid, it was just you just had the one choice. You had orange. Now you look at it, it's like you've got apple juice, you've got pineapple, cranberry. Saw a carrot juice the other day. Out of all the bits of food that are out there, I would not think about getting juice out of a carrot. People are always going on about that place where they eat dogs, saying, oh, that's terrible, that. But I don't think it's that bad. As long as it's, you know, it's their own dog. If we're eating octopuses, why are dogs getting away with it? Excuse me, I don't suppose you've got a copy of The World of Karl Pilkington, have you?
No, sorry.
It is rather new. The World of Karl Pilkington.
No luck, Carl. Never mind. There's still a few more to try.
Good old yellow pages. We don't just help with the nasty things in life like a blocked drain. We're there for the nice things too.
You do? Great. Can you keep it for me? Yeah, my name is Karl Pilkington. Yeah. Yeah, it is me on the cover, yeah. Do you mean it looks round? Heads are meant to be round, you cheeky bastard. Just keep it for me.
So in the final chapter on death, you go to Accra, is that right? And you kind of...
Accra in Ghana,
Accra.
yeah.
And this woman's died, this kind of local figure.
Over there, death is like the biggest bit of your life. It's almost like you spend more money on your funeral than anything else in your life, more than your wedding, more than you sending your kids to school and everything. That's what life's about, having a brilliant send-off. And it's healthier to have that attitude, I think, and I don't know. I mean, I think I am pretty good knowing that, you know, I know that I'm going to die, and I'm pretty good at accepting it. And for me, that's what makes life good, really, knowing that it's going to end. When I was a kid, Pac-Man was a massive game. Kids watching this, they'll go, what's Pac-Man? But it's a game, in it, where it's a man eating like that. And it makes its way around a maze eating... In fact, here's a little... This is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Can you remember the noise of Pac-Man as it's going round?
I don't think I can, no, go on.
Put your finger in your ear and push it in and out.
Oh, yeah.
That's the noise.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's what it's based on, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
But anyway, so Pac-Man is just being chased about by ghosts, and you've got to run away from the ghost, haven't you? And, you know, that's kind of his life. And you get 3 lives. But when I was a kid, I typed in a code.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That meant I'd have everlasting lives. Yeah. And even then, I remember I played it for, I don't know, 45 minutes before I got bored of endless amount of lives. But that was a point, I think, when it made me realise that living forever isn't all that. Because for Pac-Man, I think his most happiest time was when the game was over. It wasn't being chased anymore. His whole life was spent being chased, a bit like lives are for us in a way, and it's always someone mithering you for something, you know, and he got in the corner and he had that tablet and that made him happy for, you know, a few seconds. And again, that's like human life, innit? You might sort of have a holiday or something and that lasts a week and then it runs out and then you're back to being chased about. And it was that fact that, you know, it was lasting forever. I worked it out then.
So if you could have a cheat code
for life, don't do
life.
it. So there you go,
that's death.
You know, I'm really house proud. Yeah. If you come round, if I ever said come round, I say, oh, can you take your shoes off?
Do you? Are you one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Shoes off.
No matter who it is.
Really?
Yeah, the gas man, he hates it.
I bet.
Last week, after your nervous breakdown, you went to Hastings.
Yeah.
Can I ask, why the hell did you go to Hastings? It's so arbitrary.
What do you mean?
Why go to Hastings?
You lost him on arbitrary. Why did you choose that above all other places within...
It's amazing, isn't it? You look at his face when you say a word that, you know, he doesn't understand, and it just goes dead. It's like when your computer freezes.
Yeah, it is like that, yeah. Is there an equivalent to, Control-Alt-Delete when Karl just doesn't understand, so we have to press, like, knob, bollock, finger up arse. It takes him out of his sort of stupid, doesn't it?
Now that's 3 things to press, but you've only got 2 hands, so...
Wow. Yeah, I know. God, what would I do? I'd have, hold on, so I could have the thumb of my right hand, pop that up his arse. I'd have probably my index finger of my left hand on his knob. How would I press his testicles? What would I use? I'd have to use some other part.
Shall we try it?
Yeah, let's go around there.
Messing about.
Look, come on. What? Sit this thing is time you have a little kiss. You're so welcome.
I've already had a little,
What happened, Karl?
He loves it, he loves it. I'm just gonna give you a little kiss. Just for the webcam.
Right, hurry up then.
Alright, on the lips?
No, not on...
Oh, come on. Oh! I love it because he hates it so much.
You won't get that radio on.
Can I just kiss and make up with Karl?
No, that is...
No, let me just kiss my kiss.
Yeah, but it doesn't next week it'll be the same again. It doesn't mean anything. It's like saying sorry.
Oh,
on the lips.
Go on, he's...
Get off
I've never... Karl has gone a absolute shade of purple, straining not to have merchants...
There's no point, Steve.
No.
There's no point.
No, just shake and make up.
Shake what, Rick?
There you go. All friends, sit down. That's lovely, that's a lovely moment.
So, can we finish there now?
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean, can we finish there now?
Just play the ads and go.
What?
No, what are you talking about? We're going to play Johnny
Ricky
River, sing it all day.
Play that then.
Goodness me, Karl, look at you.
We haven't got time.
Merry Christmas, Karl.
Merry Christmas, Karl.
Enjoy the show.
Let's give him a little kiss.
Oh, a little kiss.
Oh, no,
with tongues, it's Christmas.
Stop messing about. Get off!
Oh, yeah, also, did you see, Liquid News last night?
No. What is Liquid News? I don't really watch
It's the thing on, Choice, right, and it's, sort of celebrity news, yeah? And, Julian Clary, was on, and, they were talking about the Sony Awards the night before, which we went to, and they said, something like, a relatively unknown had won the Entertainment Award that we were up for, and Christian and Chris Moyles and Jonathan Ross said, beating off bigger people. Not he was beating off bigger people. They weren't suggesting he was...
Was Julian Clary beating off a lot again?
Yeah. And it said, so, the people who didn't win resorted to silliness. And it cut, right? I don't know where the camera was. It must have been miles away, because it wasn't us. Cut to me making a little hat for you out of a Budweiser box, a little Dalek thing, and then forcing it on your head, and you sort of struggling. Do you remember that?
I do remember it.
Yeah. They're always watching.
They were filming us?
They were filming it, yeah.
Scary.
So, yeah.
That's really scary, because some of the things we were doing...
Because I was tying scarves around your head, wasn't I? We were
touching Karl in an intimate way.
We were gaying him up. To make him feel all uncomfortable and everything. Because he doesn't like that sort of thing, do you?
Can't stand it.
We're going to be giving you a cuddle about 5 to 3, seriously.
Yeah,
we are going to...
On the way out...
And I've got roaming hands.
Yeah.
Do you know them girls who came up from the Radio Academy and sort of said, oh, so you're Karl then?
Right, yeah. A couple of fans went up to Karl.
Yeah. Just on the way out, I said to him again, I said, look, I'm not gay. Because they were convinced I was.
That's because if you remember a couple of weeks ago, we teased Karl that he had to go as Steve's partner, to the BAFTAs, and they really meant partners. You know, after the show, when he was walking home, he was gonna go buy his suit, I actually said, they will ask you. He went, well, what if they say, and as we walk in, Steve Merchant and his boyfriend, Karl. I went, well, they won't say that as you walk in, they might overdub it on the television, so. He was going, well, what about my mates in Manchester? And he said, I'm not going. The risk of someone in Manchester thinking that he was going out with you, mind you, it was probably going, wow, if he was gonna
see where you're going with that.
If you were gonna be gay, you wouldn't choose Steve, would you?
No.
Who would you choose if you were gay?
If you could go out with any bloke, who would it be?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. He's thought about it before.
Go on. No, of course not. No, who would it be? If you know, if you were gay, what bloke would you go out with?
God, probably, Jonathan Ross is alright.
You gay! You fancy Jonathan Ross, you Bender! Oh, Bender!
Rossi!
Bender.
Oh, you've got his number, haven't you? We should get contact.
I love you, Jonathan, you!
You know, you just mentioned there about sort of no knickers and that.
Is this going to be your Auntie Nora?
No.
Right.
It's just, you know, like the last flat that I lived in, I always had a good view across the road and I could see, it was the hairy... There
was the hairy Chinese
not
kid.
hairy Chinese kid, he was just a Chinese kid, actually.
Yeah.
Running
Because
about.
that's rare, isn't it? Hairy Chinese kids, very rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's only one official sighting, isn't there? In one of those shit little magazines that you buy.
Yeah, he was running around in his underpants.
Sorry, you just swore ironically. I mean, I imagine if there's any newspapers listening, you did that because you're sort of jokey and...
Yeah, go on, let's not swear.
And there was the old woman who didn't move, she was just sat there reading the book all the
Who
time.
we think possibly died and no one came round for weeks,
But, and now I've moved, right? And it was quiet for a bit. I always look at what view I'm getting, right? Looks across and it was just sort of empty, sort of flats ready for people to move in and that, right? Anyway, people are in there now, right? And they've put all the furniture in, but I haven't put any curtains up. Right. So anyway, I'm sort of washing up, just having a look out the window. Right. Girl sort of wandering about, with no knickers on. Right.
With no knickers on?
You mean naked?
No knickers. Well, she had a bra on.
Right, okay.
But,
she was probably looking for a knicker.
So, I thought, oh. And I don't know how long I was looking.
No.
Right. But anyway, she looks across.
Oh, God.
I think she spotted me.
Yeah.
I think, oh, God. I felt really bad.
Yeah.
I said to Suzanne...
Sorry, is this some sort of Peeping Tom confession while the Telegraph are listening?
I've no idea.
Well, it's not, that's the thing though.
Peepington.
If I was peeping, she was peeping as well, because she was looking over. Works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, all she could see of you was your bald head.
Yeah.
No, but
and your hands moving as you were washing up. And some white-looking substance rotting up.
Particularly stubborn stain on this glass.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Imagine that. Imagine if she looked across. I'm assuming your sink is lower than the window.
But didn't she just, like, just cover up or something? Or she looked back and go, oh, you looking up a bunny?
Well, the thing I did...
What?
I thought, oh, just sort of drop me boxer shorts. Cause I
What?
thought... Well, Suzanne said, what are you doing?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
No, just so they can see me, cheeks of me.
What are you talking about?
No, because I thought, if she thinks I'm walking about in the nude as well, then we've both got something out of it.
Carl!
This sounds like a bad excuse in court.
I know.
This is...
Or the plot of a film on Channel 5.
I mean, this is like the doctor who got done, right, for exposing himself to a patient, and then painted that little thing, that you look down their throat pink.
Yeah.
And going, this is what they saw.
Yeah.
No, so sorry, you were looking at a woman dancing around naked, right? So, the only thing you could do was immediately drop your boxer shorts.
So she looked across, saw you fully clothed, saw you took your boxer
No, she
shorts.
wouldn't have done, because it's sort of just the top half and the sink's at a side angle, so I was sort of looking out.
So she wouldn't have seen your trousers then anyway?
No, she did. I moved in front of the window more.
So you then made you actually climbed in front of the window.
Oh, this is amazing!
So you climbed in front of the window to show off
it wasn't
your naked
obvious.
lower half.
Suzanne said, what are you doing?
I bet she did.
What are you looking at?
I sent you in here to clean up.
What are you doing? I'm just taking my trousers down, standing over the window. Why? Because there's a naked woman across the road. What do you think I'm doing, Suzanne? I'm exposing myself while looking at some free funny.
Leave it.
What's up with you, Suzanne?
Leave it then, leave it.
Christ.
Are we doing Rockbusters or what?
Yeah.
Oh, she sent you in there to read up on Einstein. She comes in and finds that.
Oh, brilliant!
Anyway.
Wait a minute, can I just get a final question? What did the woman across the way... What happened? What was her reaction?
I didn't look again, I just thought, you've seen a bit of action as well, we're both happy, let's leave it.
Brilliant.
So were you waddling around like a penguin with your trousers around your ankles?
I just was walking about and Suzanne said, what are you doing? I said, I'll explain to you in a bit, but don't look out the window, because then it's
Excellent.
obvious.
Then he sees, she calls her husband to look at Carl walking around naked. He goes, oh, she's got quick, Suzanne, get him out. There's only one with you. Get some more friends. They've gone one more.
Anyway.
Brilliant. Right, play a record and come back to Rockbusters. And Monkey News. We haven't got enough time. Do Rockbusters. Oh, God almighty.
Right, a couple of listeners
Carl, what were you saying before we cut you off?
Yeah, it's just that, you know, you had the girls in and that, and it reminded me, I was talking to Steve in a week.
Yeah.
I think it's when people were talking about going to Stringfellas and that.
Yeah.
I was talking about seeing naked people.
No, yes, I asked him, I said, when he used to watch, say, if he accidentally flipped onto BBC Two and some ballet was on, would his eye ever been drawn to maybe the gentleman's lower regions rather than the ladies'?
The gentleman's package?
Yeah, would your eyes ever be accidentally drawn to that and you couldn't resist it? And you said yes.
Yeah, because, right,
Oh,
I don't
dear.
think I'm
Oh dear.
Well, go on, I mean, fair enough.
No, right.
I'm always looking at the beautiful ladies, but fair enough.
Yeah.
No, go on.
But, right.
Have you ever looked at Wayne Sleep's testicles?
I went out.
Have you ever looked at Wayne Sleep's penis and testicles?
I went out on a night out, right? And it was it got to some point in the night where 2 women and 2 fellas got on the stage.
Right.
Right. Started stripping off.
Yes.
Yeah. Just what, members of the audience?
No, I think they were, like, part of the act. Right?
Right.
And,
what was it, panto?
They downed, the fellas had, like, their undies on, and the girls just had their knickers on.
Yeah.
Right? And,
sounds pretty erotic at the moment. Go on.
And at the same time, they all whipped the pants off.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. It was Spuck's Fizz, wasn't it? The adult show.
Now, I said to Steve, at that point...
Sorry, I wasn't there. He said it to me later.
yeah.
I said, well, you have a quick glance at the fellas. And then the annoying thing was, I thought, right, now I'll have a look at the women, and it was too late. They put the knickers on.
How long were you looking at the fellas?
Not that long, but...
But why were you looking at them first?
It's human nature, innit?
Why?
I don't know, but I'm sure you would have done the same thing. You just sort of think, well, how are they shaping up?
So it's a comparative test.
So who had the biggest knob? Which one of the blokes had the biggest knob?
No, it's like, normal. But,
this is a whole new side of you.
This is a whole other area.
So you look at ballet dancers, you look at the gentleman's
No, I don't.
package.
I just was, when he said this, it reminded me of this night when I was walking home thinking, didn't get a look. Because I was messing
Where
out.
was this? What event was this where people are stripping off?
Carl, I tell you what, you are the most interesting man I have ever met.
But are you comfortable being nude and that?
We've done this. Well, I don't know what this is. We did this last week about, are you comfortable being nude?
No, I know, I was talking
you're
about
probably
that.
most comfortable being nude, it's just probably not in public.
Mm. Well, Ricky's only really comfortable nude when he's eating.
yeah, there's nothing to get,
Yeah, you can just wipe
spilt
yourself
on it.
down.
Yeah, you just sit in the bath, yeah.
No, but I've talked about that, and then when I went home, I was talking to Suzanne about it, and she said, what's all that about? You don't like being nude, right? And I said, well, it's not.
It's like I'm part of an Alan Bennett play. It's just, I love the way you talk.
Remember once, right, I don't know if you should talk about this, really, but...
Well, that means you should, so go on.
Go on.
Oh, yeah. Right, we went to Tenerife, right, one year. And I was still living in Manchester.
I'm scared now.
Yeah, I don't know
said that. I'm actually scared.
I'm thinking about Suzanne, but she's
well,
working.
I don't want to know anything about Suzanne, to be honest.
No, but
it involves me more.
Go on.
I'm just explaining to you that I don't like being nude.
Yes.
Go on.
So you're in Tenerife?
In Tenerife, right, didn't have much money, stayed in this apartment that wasn't that nice, right, had cockroaches in it and stuff, right.
Yeah.
Didn't have much money to go out at night. So, we're in this sort of death trap of an apartment, right? Anyway, so when I was younger, right, had a bit more energy. So
he's 30. I know.
So, start having it away a bit.
It's a joy.
Beautiful.
It's good, yeah. I've been here to a while. I love it. Go on.
Right, so, doing what I do, right?
Yeah.
Someone starts banging on the door. So Suzanne
Everyone's
says,
at it. Right, so you mean knocking on the door? Right, okay.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door, right? So Suzanne said, you better get it. So I said, I can't get it now, can I? I'll have to wait a bit. Right. I can't go to the door.
Go on.
So the banging's getting louder.
Yeah.
Someone at the door.
Yeah.
And she's like, hurry up, it must be important. I'm like, in a minute. Just... So anyway.
I don't want to know anymore.
Keep going. No, come on, finish the story.
Open the door. It's a fireman. So I just stick my head round, and he's going, "You'll have to get out. The building's on fire." Right? So I'm like, "In a minute."
Sorry, you weren't still having sex at this point?
No, but, you know,
Right.
still sort of got to wait a minute or I can't get my pants on.
Oh, Carl, I wish I'm so sorry.
Right, go on. So now
So
the place is burning down.
So it could be a serious big fire going on.
Yeah.
I'm sort of waiting. You can hear people sort of screaming and that, panicking.
Is that because the door's open and you're nude?
The fireman's saying, "Will you get out? Will you get out?" I'm saying, "In a minute."
Right.
And Suzanne was saying, you know, think of something that's not sexy.
Sure.
So I was thinking of people, you know, thinking maybe down in a fire might sort of calm you down.
Yeah.
Then the fireman said, "We need a big pole."
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure, go on.
But what I'm saying is, that, to me, I wouldn't have wanted to go out and be safe over, do you know what I mean, over being naked. I don't like walking about without on. So what I'm saying is, even if that fire...
I love the idea of everyone huddled in there with all the firemen. It just, the camera's pans along and it's Carl.
Yeah, a local news report.
Naked. With still...
But would you have gone out with now on?
But why do I have to go out with now on? I'll just grab a pair of jeans.
Alright, but you just, you know...
What?
There's a fire, Carl!
Yeah, but
see, not everyone looks at men's packets. That's only you, remember. Most of the other firemen wouldn't be going, "Oh, look at him."
But what I'm interested in is how
pleased
long...
to see us.
Carl, how long did it take? And did the thought of dying in a fire help?
After a bit, but the fireman sort of had a go at me.
Sure.
What do you mean?
Well, he wasn't happy that I was dawdling.
Well, to be fair...
But what can you do?
Answers on a postcard. To the usual address, XFM, care of Leicester Square.
Well, let's just get these right.
No, let's play a record, let's have Rockbusters and Monkey News.
We don't have time for
afterwards.
Monkey News.
We'll squeeze them in.
Wow. It's something, when I was looking on the web, found something out.
Go on.
It's a story about a woman who had a baby. Who had a baby.
What are you talking about?
What?
A woman who had a baby who was having a baby.
It was no clearer when you repeated it.
There was a woman who had a baby who had a baby. What do you mean?
No, I didn't read any more into it because I just saw that and I thought, that's weird. And then I just was thinking, oh, like, imagine the kid at school, at parents' evening.
Go on.
And it's like, well, your kid's pretty good, now let's have a look at your work, sort of thing.
But what? Did the child have a baby?
Yeah.
Of course it didn't! Play a record!
An Idiot Abroad, coming this January to Science Channel.
An Idiot Abroad is a game changer for us. It's smart, has genuine information about culture and the wonders of the world, and it brings humor to our network. The 8-episode docuseries follows the grandest practical joke turned social experiment we've seen in a very long time. It features Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, the Emmy Award-winning geniuses behind The Office, Extra, and many other incredible projects, and their friend, Karl Pilkington.
I think Karl sees things very different to the rest of us. He's a true artist. He sees the world differently. He does investigate. He does do what science does. He says why, how, without prejudice as well. And I think that's what's nice, and that can be provocative, but you've got to realise...
Sorry, I've got to stop you, mate, because the little earpiece has come off in his ear. He can't get it out. He's scarified. He's terrifying people.
Oh my God, it has come out!
All right, don't panic. Calm down. Calm down.
So, can you hear us, or is it still in there, or is it?
It's stuck in there.
But can you hear us?
Can we get some tweezers?
I can hear it.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, right. This happened once. He went to the shops, and he had an earbud sticking out, and he didn't know till he got home and looked in the mirror. He'd been shopping with an earbud. Just... So there's the science. How does this man function, for Christ's sake? That's the science.
You got it. It's all right. We're okay.
It's out.
For Karl, just to follow up on that, I mean, I know these guys, like, they're your mates and stuff, but don't you get sick of them calling you a moron?
Yeah.
Do you think of yourself as a moron?
Does my head in. But no, and I think when people watch the programme, they'll realise that I'm not a div. They'll see themselves in me, I think. Most normal people who, you know, aren't travellers and go to foreign places and stuff, it is a shock to the system. And I think they'll see themselves in me. But it does get on my nerves with, you know, they're always annoying me. And I know people always sort of say, oh, it must be great being mates with Ricky. But it isn't. I'll tell you what it's like. It's like when you get a dog and it seems like a good idea at the time, doesn't it? You go, oh, it'd be great to have a dog around the house, and then you realise it's a pain in the arse and it's shitting everywhere. But everyone's going, oh, what a cute dog. The people who come round love that dog, but they don't know what it's like, the ins and outs of having that dog. And that's what it's like having him as a mate.
So he was kidnapped without realising. Two men appeared, put a bag over his head and dragged him into the back of a van. That was a highlight for you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he thought it was real. And it's one of the funniest 2 minutes of television I've ever been involved in. He was honestly terrified. Thoughts, Karl?
I was properly terrified. I was talking about it today. I was aware that I had a heart. Do you know, like when you get stressed out, your heart beats harder than it normally does. I could feel it in my head. And I'm not sort of an adrenaline junkie. I'm not the sort of person who likes danger. I don't do bungee jumping, skateboarding. What else?
You don't do anything.
No, I don't need that sort of danger in my life. So to suddenly be sort of being battered and a bag over the head, chucked in the back of a van and that, I think it's probably the scariest I've ever been. Your day isn't an average day. What you do isn't an average day. You don't do anything normal. It annoys you when you call me and I'm at home doing DIY or whatever, but that is a normal life.
Right.
And I don't think you live in the real world, really.
Because that's not my job. Plumbing and tiling and grouting, and I called him once and he had his hand down a drain, just covered in shit and pubic hair. He was loving it. Okay, why am I going to go, ooh, got any drains blocked, right? I earn more than a drain cleaner, so why would I do it myself when I can hire a drain cleaner? He's embarrassed by doing this. I love him, I love his attitude, he's great. I can't believe we found this man who is never going to be touched and ruined by fame, right?
It's not even about that.
What?
I don't understand why you're happy to hand over a load of money when it's something you can do yourself. It doesn't matter how much you earn.
Because I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm doing
You're not
this.
busy all the time. I've seen you leave the office with him at 3:30, but you'd still get someone in to clear the shit out of your brains.
Because we're intense, we work for 3 hours, and we're geniuses.
They said it earlier.
They said that. We're geniuses. Einstein didn't put his hand down bogs.
Can I just ask, the person who asked the question, I couldn't hear your name because there's a lot of noise and delay and everything. Do you put your hand down the drain and clear your own shit out, or do you pay for someone to do it?
I know the answer.
What was the answer? She calls her managers, or the maintenance people. She does not do it.
Manager?
Apartment manager.
Like her building manager, not the bloke who's her boss at work.
Okay,
That's amazing. That's the science right here. How does it function? How has it lived for 38 years? We don't know. Let's ask science.
For Karl, Karl, if they're going to see you as sort of a lovable moron, how would you describe Stephen and Ricky? Are you the real brains of this operation? Or?
I've always described Steve as weird. That hasn't changed in the 7 years I've known you.
What? Why is he weird?
It's just when I first met you, the look of you. There's no point, you know that, I've told you time and time again, it was just a shock. The height, it didn't help because you're next to something that's smaller than norm anyway. after you two came in, it was a shock. I've got used to it now. If I don't see you for a few weeks now and again, I sort of go, bloody hell. But I've got used to it. But I'd say strange is the description for Steve. With Ricky, I kind of think like an iron lung. that I sort of need him, but I wish I didn't.
Ricky, Karl, Steve, thank you so much for being here today.
An Idiot Abroad, coming this January to Science Channel.
Instances where we had planned stuff that you were completely unaware of. In fact, most of the trip you had very little idea where you were going to go and what was going to happen. I think a highlight for both Ricky and I was when we gave you some very important training in the event that you were captured during a terrorist move.
Again, that went better than I ever imagined.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Hey, mate, leave the alone, man!
Yeah, I think you're out of order.
What is going through your head when those guys grabbed you? You did not know they were going to attack you and grab you and drag you in the back of a van.
It all went black. I heard a lot of shouting going on. I didn't know what was happening. I thought, is this it? Have I been taken hostage? They put my hands behind my back. They put one of those tie things on. It was cutting into my hand. I'm thinking, is this for the programme or what? Because this is proper hurting. It's not a nice thing. I've never experienced that before.
They often say in those moments where you think maybe your life is going to come to an end that your whole life flashes before your eyes. Is that what happened?
No, because like I said to you, nothing. I had a bag over my head. I couldn't see a thing.
Talk to me!
Hang on a minute. Are you English? You English?
Yes, talk to me!
Who are you?
I love it when you go, who are you? Where the adrenaline's kicking and you can hardly breathe and you do a posh voice. Who are you?
No, because it's terrifying that, not knowing what's going on.
What is the number of him?
It's in my mobile.
What mobile? What is the number of him?
I don't know.
I
don't even know my mum and dad's number. Thought maybe this is part of the setup, I don't know. But my body didn't know, because it was going through the same thing as Terry Waite would have gone through, or whoever else had been tied to a radiator.
Did you learn anything from that, though? That was important training to make you able to cope if such a terrible thing did occur to you.
If you go to places that you're in danger of being kidnapped, you're meant to have a code word, so that when the people who've nicked you call up the London office, they go, we've got Ricky, Steve and Karl here.
Right.
And the London office go, yeah.
Give us your code word.
Well, at the time, it was Congress tart.
Congress tart?
How are you going to slip that into a conversation?
No, you don't slip it in. They've got a bag over your head, gun to your head or whatever, tell them you've been kidnapped, and you go, Congress tart, and they go, bloody hell, he's been kidnapped. Before you know it, the A-team's coming in.
Right. So, ring, ring. Hello, Karl, mate, how's it going?
Congress tart.
What?
Congress tart.
Rick, who's on the phone, mate?
It's Karl. He said Congress tart, so he's definitely been kidnapped. Who are they? What do they want?
Right. Who am I talking to now? Because
them. Ask them.
What do you want? He's asking what you want.
Well, there's no one here to do that bit of role-playing, so maybe you should tell me what they're saying.
They said, they just said they want to use me as bargaining power.
But what do they want?
What do they want? We'll see if we can...
But what do you actually want? Oh. What would they want? Is it money? Give them money. Okay, £5 million.
Too much. I'm not spending that sort of cash. I've worked hard
for
this.
You don't do that.
I'm not spending that cash.
You see, this is what worries me.
I'm not spending £5 million to get you back.
That's what's worrying. No. Because that's what would have happened.
Can't we negotiate? Put them on.
Yeah, here's Ricky.
Right, you've got to play him as well, though. Hello?
Hello?
Who's that?
Never mind who it is. Where's me £5 million?
Can't afford £5 million at the moment.
We're going to kill this kid if you don't give us the £5 million.
How can
We're
you call
getting
him a
sick
kid?
of him.
Why? What's he doing?
He's just shouting Congress tart. Give him the money. Give us the money.
Okay.
I wouldn't have got him to call you, actually. There's no way. There's no way.
Okay, let's have a break. Oh.
This is a new religion I started. I didn't tell you about it. It's the handing over of the recording device.
It's like bringing apple to teacher.
We do look a little Lord's Supper here, don't we? It's a little spread out.
So I don't think
sit
it
down,
needs.
everyone.
I don't think it needs to be said at this point. Please welcome.
Yes.
Tina Fey. Kermit the Frog.
Thank you very much.
Ricky Gervais. Constantine. Todd Burrell. And Sam Eagle.
Greetings, Hollywood media elite.
Well, goodbye, everyone.
First question.
Questions.
Yes, for Kermit, I was wondering, nothing against you, Constantine, but I was wondering why, Kermit, you didn't want to play both parts, because it would have really enhanced your acting credits. And where's Miss Piggy?
Boy, that's two very different questions. Well, it didn't make sense for me to play Constantine, because we do have a few scenes together, and I don't really work on green screen. So we couldn't really make that work. Plus, listen, Constantine is actually a distant cousin from Russia.
Yes.
Also with roots in the Colorado area, I understand.
This is true.
They like to lick toads there. But anyway, so it was better to get him to do it. He has the voice,
He is actually from Russia.
Well, I'm afraid so, Sam. I'm afraid so.
You're sitting between the two of us. That's all I'm saying.
But what is weird thing is I cannot speak any Russian words. Just an accent. That's it.
That's a weird part of Russia. That's all English.
That is correct.
You're going to the Russian airport.
Yes. Oh, and I should, to answer the second part of your question, well, I'm just going to give it away. Miss Piggy is actually around, but she insisted upon being fashionably late. So I don't know when she's going to show up, but she is here.
Who cares?
In the second row.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Angela Dawson, Front Row Features. I wanted to ask the humans amongst the group here about the singing. And was it, were you nervous at all about being in a movie musical and singing and so forth? How did you approach it? And, will there be more musicals in your future?
Well, I was okay with singing. I'm a proud pop star. I always sneak a song into everything I do, whether it's David Brent or Simpsons or whatever. But dancing, a little awkward, a little embarrassed about that. I don't move well. But I was with a frog,
yes.
So it doesn't matter. I'll do anything with a frog. That's my motto.
That is nothing.
And he's a great tap dancer, or more a flap dancer. Flap dancing on my head. So no one's going to be looking at me when we're doing that dance. They're going to say, "There's a frog dancing." That's what's going to be happening. So I got away with it.
Yeah, you have good voice. My singing sounds like, if you've ever seen the movie version of Oliver, when the little boy sings and you can hear the hiss of how loud they had to turn up the microphone. My singing sounds like that.
No, that's not good. You were great.
But I think Brett wrote really, really good songs that made us seem good.
Brilliant. Amazing. America and the world was spared my singing voice except for 2 notes. I don't know if you noticed that. I think it was by design. I spoke my song, but I was thrilled to do it. I'm a huge fan of Brett McKenzie.
You are selling yourself short. You are a great singer, a great actor, and a great American.
So confusing.
In the second row.
Hi, Tina. In your Naja persona, can you tell us why you, not Miss Piggy, are the right woman for Kermit? She'll stab you in the back later, but just tell us now why you're the
Nadia
right.
is less work than Piggy. You can give Nadia a bag of hot rocks for Valentine's Day. She will not care.
Perfect day.
Easy cheap date.
Over here on the right.
Hello, here. It's a question for Mr. Constantine.
What?
After this movie, and singing and dancing, did you ever plan to leave behind the criminal life and dedicate and incorporate to the Muppets family?
Well, this is a good question. I am actually thinking about doing new Netflix original programming. I will call it House of Toads. I will executive produce and showrun. So let's take meeting, yes? What do you think?
Amazing. You're the best.
I am.
I love this guy. He looks like, you know, he's got a cold, he's literally got a cold exterior. He's cold-blooded, he's an amphibian. But
yes.
He's got a little, I think I've melted his heart a little bit. You see, he had a bad upbringing. He was born in a Russian pond, weren't you?
Yes.
One of 800 siblings.
Right.
Many of them dead.
Right. Eaten by fish.
Eaten by fish. And he came over here and we met and we bonded, didn't we? We bonded over our mutual hatred of most of the other Muppets.
Well, a particular pig.
Oh, yeah, don't get me started.
Yeah, I think she's not here.
Yes.
In the center.
Hi, my name is Cassandra. I'm from Kids Pick Flicks. So in the movie, there's a scene where Kermit, you try to mimic Constantine in that mirror. So I was wondering, for all of you in your own personal lives, have you ever tried to be someone and mimic someone that isn't true to who you really are?
I think that's what we do for a living, isn't it? Yeah. We turn that very strange psychological disorder into a lucrative career.
You nailed the answer, Kermit. That was good.
Hi. There's a line in the movie that over here that suggests that there may have been some rivalry behind the scenes over how much screen time Walter got in the last movie. Would Kermit and Sam care to comment on that? Any sort of behind the scenes politicking?
Sam, you're good at behind the scenes politicking.
Well, yes. Also very good at diplomacy. So I will just say that I am happy with how this movie turned out and all of the screen time that everyone here got.
Sam, you didn't answer the question.
Exactly.
Oh.
Hi, my question is for Ricky Gervais. I'm a huge fan of your work with the podcast and the travel shows with Mr. Karl Pilkington.
Thank you.
And I was curious, if you were to do another season of An Idiot Abroad and pair Karl with any one of the Muppets, which Muppet would you pair him with to annoy him the most, and where would you send him around the world?
I reckon, Piggy, I reckon. He can't stand anything high maintenance and whingy and whiny, so that would be good. That would really, I mean, that would finish him off, I think. Or Bunsen, that would be good as well, because they look so alike. That would confuse him. He wouldn't know which one he was by the episode. That would be easy.
Here in the center on the right.
Hi, I'm Gloria. I'm from Time for Kids magazine. What do you guys think that kids will like most about this movie?
I think I have kids. So
You
I
think
will
you
answer
do?
for
Are you really?
I have, so as of this morning, I had 2.
Good.
I think they're gonna like how funny the movie is because I think there's a lot of jokes in the movie, and kids who are like 8, 9, 10 years old, they take a lot of pride in getting the jokes. It makes them feel big.
Yeah, it doesn't patronise kids. It doesn't
Yeah.
aim at an audience. It aims high, and I remember when I was a kid watching the Muppets. I had older brothers and sisters, and they were laughing, and I sort of knew that it was cool as well as good for me. So I think kids relate to that. They like things that adults like as well. So
I, for one, do not get any of the jokes in this movie. I just want to say.
I have the IQ of a 7-year-old, and I loved this movie so much. I also love Juice.
Hi guys, Jordan with DisneyExaminer.com. I just wanted to go ahead and ask you guys are all comedy giants in different age ranges, of
Only
course.
from behind.
Oh, yeah. When you guys got to learn each other or got to work with each other on set, I mean, is there anything that for Tina, for Ricky, and for Ty that you guys were inspired from the Muppets, and for the Muppets, were you guys inspired by your human counterparts?
I was constantly inspired by the Muppets. I've never realized just how overrated I was until you go out and do a scene with somebody who's doing the doing 8 things at once, while all I have to do is try to remember my words, which I failed at miserably.
No, again, you sell yourself short of time, all right? You could remember
by the way, Sam,
most of those words, most of the time.
I'm happy to report Sam became my life coach right after we finished filming.
Yes. Well, it took a while, though. It took a while. For about half of the film, this man is such a great actor. He had me going. I literally thought he was a Frenchman. Yes, he was so convincing. I think his portrayal of a Frenchman will go down in history as the most convincing portrayal of a Frenchman in film.
I think you and I finally really bonded when we realized we had the exact same eyebrows.
Yes, it's true. Yes, and one day when I showed up to set without mine, he was kind enough to let me borrow his.
Yeah, I had surplus.
Over here on the right.
Hi, right here in the back. Fabian Winter for Latin American. I have a question for Ricky. We see you in the movie carrying these big bags of money for the journalists, and at least I didn't get my share. And where is my kind of money? And do you care about reviews at all?
Well, yeah. I mean, you like it when they get it, but I mean, if you only believe the good ones and don't believe the bad ones, then I think that's a slippery slope. The best thing to do is, celebrate the people that like the film and know that it was made for them. I don't do anything for reviews or audience or awards or anything. You do it for yourself, really, if I'm being totally honest, and of course, and like-minded people. But it's crazy. If you're worried about pleasing everyone, you're not going to please anyone, and it'll send you mad. It'll drive you mad. And now, everyone's a journalist. Everyone's a reviewer. With Twitter and Facebook, it's like glorified graffiti. If you care about that, you might as well go around every toilet wall in the world and get offended when they mention you. It's so you mustn't. But yeah, I'd love it to get good reviews, and I'd be lying if I said otherwise. But you really mustn't worry about it. You really mustn't. It will drive you crazy.
On the left here.
But having said that, just say fucking nice things about it, please. It's not for me, but for the kids.
Hi, Devin from mouseinfo.com. This question is for Kermit. Kermit, what are you most proud of?
Well, you may be surprised to hear this, but I'm actually stretching myself quite a lot as a dramatic actor in this thing. I did many scenes with Tina. One particular scene stands out to me. It was a closed set. It was the scene where she licks me. But I just want to clear it up right here with the press that Tina is happily married. Jeff was there during the shooting. Closed set.
My husband was there. He was being very kind of controlling and creepy.
Yes, but supportive.
Kind of star 80 thing. But, and I had never done a scene like that before either.
No.
I mean, I'd filmed a lot of weird stuff at home, but to have a whole crew there, I was nervous, and Kermit really put me at my ease. I did hallucinate for 3 or 4 hours.
A little bit, and that's odd because I had blood tests before, and I thought the toxins were low, but
no, it was
strange.
It was pretty
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to leave now. I'm pulling double duty here, both promoting this film and also working in hotel security. A bit of a ruckus in the lobby. I have to go. I apologize. So sorry.
Bye, Sam. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Silvio from Brazil, a Globo newspaper. My question is for Ricky.
Hi.
I know that you have been a manager for rock bands, for the Sweet rock band.
That's right,
yeah. And now you're portraying a band manager. How is it for you? Where did you get from this experience for the role in the movie?
Oh yes, because I'm pretending to be a sort of sleazy LA agent. Not that there are any sleazy LA agents.
No.
To infiltrate the Muppets. It's quite nice playing a a slime ball, a villain. I like that. I like playing flawed characters. You know, it's fun. It's sort of an exorcism. You're sort of saying, see, I'm not really like that myself. And I think that's, you know, what, I was just thinking about it. The Muppets did what I tried to do in extras sort of many years before, taking sort of famous people and making them make fools of themselves. And it sort of must have sunk in. And being on the flip side of it, like doing stuff like this and Curb Your Enthusiasm, you enjoy it and you want to be worse, because you are sort of saying, look, I can't be like that, or I wouldn't be joking about it. And I think that's why they want to do it in a way. So it was great fun for me, and I bonded with this guy immediately. I loved him. I've loved the Muppets for 35 years, and I love you. I love you. I love your nephew Robin. He's got no neck. It is my. I love frogs. It was my favourite until I met this guy. But I'm sorry to say this, but I think Constantine might be my best buddy.
No, you know what? I totally understand. You guys work closely together. I understand. I accept that. Yeah.
I have no comment on this.
Yay!
The show's not over, it's just begun. Hello, Kermit.
Well, hi there.
Whoa, wait.
What?
Hello, pig.
Which one is which?
Hello. No, I'm just kidding. I completely.
Yeah, this was all during the entire shoot. She confused us, but it kind of took some of the pressure off me. So,
Maybe
all right.
a little bit at the beginning.
No, listen, you still don't know who we are. She just sees green. It's wonderful. You know?
It's actually not bad.
Hi, Miss Piggy. We haven't actually met.
I know we didn't really do much together on the movie.
Refused to meet me. Nice. You look so pretty.
Oh, thank you, yes. I think you look pretty too.
Oh, thank you.
Until you're so far away. I'm sure you look pretty.
The next question is over here on the left in the second row.
Oh, I forgot there were questions. I thought we were just having dinner party.
For the non-Muppet performers over here on this side here,
Can't see anyone.
how, especially those of you with children, what did it do for your street cred to be able to tell everybody that you were working with the Muppets, becoming close personal friends with the Muppets? Especially the kids, were they particularly impressed by you?
My kids are still so unimpressed by me. I'm banking this one. I've learned this already from any other kids project, that if I want to save my ego, I'm going to bank this. I'm going to pull it out in 5 years or something. But so far, it's 1 minute of why is Daddy on screen and 90 minutes of I'm hungry.
I haven't got children, but when I found out I was doing this film, I just went and hung around schools telling them just in playtime. So, hey kids, you don't know who I am yet, but you got the Muppets? I mean, yeah, I went, whoa, you might. You're going to be impressed.
Let's wait right here.
Yeah, let's wait right.
Yeah.
The whole day.
You wait soon.
I have 4 children now.
Wow.
And they're very excited to see the movie, but as far as me being in it, it's mostly like, oh, you're in the episode now. You be Queen Elsa. Either Queen Elsa or Mr. Smee.
In the center here on the left.
Here along the aisle. Good morning and congratulations. For Tina and Ricky, because in the past when you've been in this particular hotel, it's been hosting the Golden Globes and making fun of, jokes at the expense of celebrities.
Or winning Golden Globes.
Right, or winning them, exactly. Are you suppressing an itch right now to make fun of anyone? And Tina, since Kermit brought it up, the licking scene,
yes.
On your list of things, and I presume there is one that you want to lick before you die, how high was Kermit on that list?
You still do that list?
I've done lists, yeah. And I've done a bunch of them. I still have still the the third rail of the New York subway. That's still on it. Anderson Cooper's neck. Still on the third rail on the way. But it's pretty high up there. Yeah, so the Kermit was pretty high up there on the.
Yeah. It was good for me. It was great for me.
Sister.
Oh my word! And to yes, I always have to curb the desire to make fun of celebrities. Yeah, I'm got about 12 in my head now, but I'm being nice. So yeah, I'll keep it to myself.
I have so many 12 Years a Slave jokes in my head right now. I can't. There were so many extra because it's so fun to write jokes about that.
Wasn't it?
It was so easy.
Yeah.
Here on the right.
Hi guys, my name's Sean from 2Fab. I was wondering if you could speak to the musicals and like how it was filming with the musicals compared to the regular dialogue. And Miss Piggy, how was it working with Celine Dion?
Well, working with Celine Dion, it was a pleasure, it was a joy for her, naturally. Yes, I'm only too happy to let her ride my coattails up to the Oscar stage. Yes, with what, you know, it was a joy. We only spent a little time together, but it was very meaningful to her.
And I'm sorry, but this has to be the last question here in the center back.
I have a question for Miss Piggy. First of all, who are you wearing today? Because you look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
And also, how did you like Vivienne Westwood's wedding gown?
Oh, well. First of all, this is an original Stefano from Hoboken. and then, what was the other Vivienne Westwood question?
Did you like your wedding gown?
Yes, Vivi. She made what a beautiful gown. Yes, made out of recycled plastic bottles. Took a little while to get over that, but you know, as they say, something old, something new, something recycled, something or other.
Lucky for me, she didn't get to keep the wardrobe.
I could call Viv.
No, it's okay. I think it's probably disintegrated by now. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think the half-life for plastic is pretty long.
Now, what about the half-life for a pig-frog marriage? Not sure about that. I mean, come on. I'm not even sure it's legal. I don't even think it's legal.
Why when in the movies, right?
Yeah.
When you get married and various. And you have children,
yeah.
They're either pigs or frogs.
Yeah.
Why is there no sort of, you know...
Well, you know, we've
abomination?
We've never actually...
Some sort of fat, green, sort of snorkeling, hoppy, reading thing.
Snorting
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why? Haven't you worked that out yet?
I don't know. Well, we haven't actually consummated the experiment. We don't really know.
That was the filmmaker's visualization, all right?
It's a house of cards.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I'm just thinking.
There he goes again.
And on that note, thanks everybody. So for those of you on the mics, hang on for a second. Remember, you got your recording devices in just a minute.
Sure. Block me first.
Right, I don't know if you saw the thing the other week about the fella who's on that quiz show.
Who?
Sort of.
Oh right, okay.
Gay
Who?
fella, straight, sort of man, woman.
What are you talking about? Tell me what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
This
is like a kid come running in, and he's seeing something frightening. It could be an alien, could be a ghost, could be a paedophile, and you've got to get exactly what actually saw out of him. Right, what did you actually see?
It's just this fella who's a woman.
Right. Right, okay, right, try and talk like a human being. Right.
It's a quiz show that's coming on the telly. And it's this woman.
Right, is it a fella who's a woman, or is it a woman?
Bit of both, that's why I'm talking about it.
But what do you mean? Is it a pre-op? Is it a transsexual, a transvestite? Is it a lady boy? Is it an hermaphrodite? What is
I'll
it?
tell you about it.
Well, tell me.
I'm telling you. It's a woman. Well, it's a man.
Oh, forget it.
Listen.
Come on. What?
It is a man. He is a man. Well.
Oh, Christ's sake!
It's a TV programme where they've got this...
Transvestite or television?
It is a transvestite, yeah.
So
but the problem is... I'll tell you, just because you don't know about it, the programme is...
I don't know, I still don't know about it. I don't know anything about it still. I don't know. It's a woman, man, woman, man, woman, TV programme, look, TV.
No, it's a man who is now sort of half a woman. And...
A man who is now half a woman!
No, well, this is what's weird about it. He's got the top half, but not the bottom half.
What do you mean? He's got breasts and a wig? But he's still got his boys downstairs. He's
Why
got
do you do that?
his caps and the boys
What
are
do you do
still
that
there
for?
in his wide fronts.
Why
but
that?
upstairs, he's got a lovely pair of dumplings.
Why do that?
Well, he's halfway through.
But why not get it all done in one go?
Maybe he couldn't afford it.
Well, wait until you've got all the money. That just looks a mess. And who's he pleasing there?
Well, he wakes up in the morning and pleases himself. He can't believe his luck. He doesn't know where to start.
No, but what I don't understand, I mean, you know, I don't want to see him...
Well, can I just
see him
finish that
ignorant.
sentence? What you don't understand is just about everything.
Yeah.
Right,
No, I find it weird, right? I sort of get... I understand the gay thing, right? But...
Do you? What do you mean?
Well, you know, I know...
Well,
I
tell
know,
me the gay thing. Explain the
well,
gay
I
thing.
just know if you're a fella, you like men. I don't know much more than that.
What do you mean you don't know?
But what I mean is, with a transvestite, what's going on there? What do they want?
Now, transvestite is a cross-dresser.
See, I don't get that either. Because...
You mean a transsexual?
That's a man who likes to dress in women's clothing. It's not necessarily... They're not necessarily gay.
They're
or
not gay.
straight
They're
or
often
anything.
not gay.
They just happen to like wearing women's
Those clothes, aren't yeah.
But then why not wear women's clothes that could be seen as a bloke's... Like Suzanne wears jeans.
No, but they... Yeah,
Just
but that's
buy
the
women's
thing.
jeans.
But that's their problem, is it? They like being seen as a woman. They like being seen as a woman. It's not just that it's more comfortable or they'd wear a kilt. They like being seen as a woman. They feel more comfortable.
Alright, and what's the deal with this fella who's got...
We don't know
both?
who this fella is.
No. We don't know this man who's half a woman.
He's called Miriam.
Oh, that's hot.
yeah. Okay. Brilliant. I love this. Karl was in Heat this week, and they mentioned that he does this thing on Sky. What is it?
It was this thing with Richard Bacon, some programme about watching telly, and you just talk about what you're watching and that.
And he was annoyed because he said because his parents are there, and so he's not doing it. He's not going to turn up because they mentioned it in Heat.
And so his parents might watch?
Yeah.
Why are you worried about that?
I don't like them watching stuff, do I? I told you. It dates back to when I did Little Donkey at school.
Sure.
I don't want people watching me.
What's that? Just renew us on Little Donkey? What happened?
It was just, you know, I was there to play the drums and that in We Three Kings. I was loving it, you know. I got a bit carried away.
How old were you?
About 13,
Yeah.
right?
Really?
Probably.
Yeah.
About 10, no, about 10 probably.
Yeah. Go on.
6.
Between 6 and Where old were you? What school were you at?
Okay, you were playing Little Donkey.
So, and,
No,
No,
you
but
must...
it was one of them schools where everyone sort of was in the same one. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, a Manchester school. Yeah, just the one classroom.
Well, it's like...
What, sweeping chimneys in the day and then 1 hour of learning? What are you talking about? What school were you at? Was it infants, junior or
I
secondary?
didn't really do that. It was
What
one where...
do you mean? You did that? They still have to abide by the laws of the land in Manchester.
No, but it was a lot more... Like you had infants, but you
Yeah.
also had, like, the older lot. There's kids there who, when you're in the younger year and that, you'd see kids and you go, is that...
Talk English and use terms that people do when they're talking about schooling.
I don't even want to talk about this.
No, how old were you? What?
I'm guessing maybe 6 or 7 or 8.
So you went from 13 to 6?
Yeah, but like I say, it's hard to remember because...
Imagine if you were giving evidence in a trial.
Yeah. How old were you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't really narrow it down other than 7 years either way.
You know, theoretically,
Yeah.
he could get called up for jury service. Right,
Karl,
on jury service.
Karl could be responsible for
Yeah.
someone's rest of their life.
Yeah. Because jury service, that applies to anyone. Anyone could get sent the form. I think you're obliged to go unless you have a really decent reason not to.
Imagine it was a really, really important trial.
Well, what annoys me is that isn't it supposed to be you're tried by 12
Good
of
men
your
and true.
peers?
12 good men
men
and
and
true. Yeah.
Good men and true.
And women, of course.
The only
these
thing
days.
I can hope is that the defence attorney would wheedle out Karl at an early stage.
Oh yeah, objection. I object.
Yeah.
Why?
I object. Have you heard of something called Rockbusters?
Yeah. Well, sorry, you can't just object on that. Okay, then what if I tell you my client, standing trial, is a little gay Chinese fella?
My
What would you
suspicion
do?
is he's prejudiced.
So how does it work then?
How does what work?
What do you mean? You just get called up and you have to do jury service unless you've got a very good reason.
And it's not, I normally have Mondays off.
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't like that. Oh,
yeah, or
you have to get there at 9
I've got
o'clock.
to prepare monkey news.
Yeah. Oh, you couldn't stand it.
Just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't,
What would you say?
say, oh, don't get me involved. Because I got involved once.
Don't get me involved!
No.
What do you mean you got involved once?
Well, with the police and that, when I lived in Manchester, I saw a bit of car crime going on.
Right.
And I got involved. Hassle. I'm telling you.
How did you get involved? You phoned the police?
Yeah, because I thought, well, I know, well, that's just it, but I thought I'd hope somebody did it with my,
Yeah.
So, and it's just a hassle. Loads of phone calls.
Canary.
Having to stand on a balcony of this, tower block that I lived in. Police shouting up at me. I'm stood there with my underpants on, right? And what it was, a car had been robbed, right? So I call up the police and that, right? Said, right, listen, car's been robbed. And they said, where is it? I said, I don't know, just across the road from where I live, right? So I tell them where I live. And
Where
they go,
do you live? How old were you? 13?
So she's asking loads of questions and that. I'm saying, look, whilst you're asking all this, they're actually getting away, so, will we leave it? And she's like, no, we'll track it down, blah, blah, blah. So I said, well, look, I work nights.
What could you see? You could see some
I could see some lads
just
pushing a car.
Pushing a car?
Yeah.
That's how they steal cars in Manchester, is it?
Yeah.
Everywhere else in the country, they're getting in, they're driving them away.
In the south, they drive them away.
Exactly.
You usually sort of like
In
start the
Manchester.
engine. You get away a lot faster. What do the police do? Push their panda car after them.
Exactly.
Say, come on lads, don't cheat, don't get in the car. They're just pushing it.
It was late at night and that. And
Oh,
okay.
okay.
You don't want to start the engine.
Of course you don't want to wake people up, not when
right?
you're nicking cars. Of course you don't.
Alright,
No,
so...
no.
So, is it
Late
working
at
for
night?
you?
Hold on, they weren't
They were
gay.
wheeling
They
it to
weren't
the
gay,
bus
were
stop.
they? They were out late, really? Come on, Carl, so what happened?
So, anyway, I said, look, don't call me back. I'm going to bed. Right? I've got work in a bit.
Brilliant.
So,
Let's go, what?
So that was that, right?
Where were you working?
Next thing, right? Phone's going. Hello, it's the police again. I said, I told you not to call me. Right?
I told you not to call me at home.
So, they said, right, the police are outside. Can you go on your balcony? She's like, oh. So I'm 10 stories up, right? Stood on the balcony with like my underpants on.
Yeah.
Right? And the police are saying, where's the car? And I'm saying, I don't know, they've gone down that road now. So I'm trying to point to them. They're shouting up, saying which road and all that. And I just thought, why did they get involved?
Yeah.
I don't think they found it.
No.
It was hassle.
The
mean?
blokes were pushing it too fast.
Exactly.
They were in the next street by now, weren't
But
they?
this don't get involved. Don't get after that.
Imagine him being on some sort of trial where it's like some sort of mob affair.
Yeah, gangland murder.
Imagine him going into the witness protection. The police just explaining to him, your new name is Jeffrey Peters.
Why can't I be called Bruce Wayne?
Well, no. Mr. Pilkington, listen. Imagine that. Do you know what witness protection is?
Oh, go on.
Amazing.
Look, it's when, supposing you were to give evidence against the mafia, right? You've done a job for them and you had to give evidence against them, right?
Right, well, if you're going to do... I mean, all I did was 2 kids nicking a car.
Yeah.
Don't start messing with mafia.
No, listen, of course not, no. But imagine you were in the mafia, and that you got caught doing something, but instead of going to prison for the rest of your life, you said, oh, well, I can give you Mr. Big, yeah? So they go, okay, give us Mr. Big and we'll let you off, right? So the police go, right, okay.
I got handed this leaflet in Soho.
So you say, okay, well, I'll give you names. They go, right, we get evidence in court, and you go, yeah. They go, right, we'll have to get you away because you'll be done for. So you give us all the names of Mr. Big, right? We'll give you a new identity, a new passport. We'll let you go and live in Canada for the rest of your life with Suzanne, right?
So why have I got to do all that?
Because they'll bump you off, won't they?
How did you know it was me?
They'll find
Because
out.
you have to give evidence in court. So they go, oh, Pilkington squealed.
So you got to change all your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've killed someone. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, you just know. No, you're giving them in to keep you from going to jail. So you don't want to spend the rest of your life in prison because you're involved in something or sauce or whatever. It doesn't matter, Carl.
No,
listen.
I'm just. How would the mafia know that I've said something?
Because you say in court, those are the people. He's Mr. Big. He's Mr. So and so. He ordered the hit. Don't you know anything?
It's a lot of messing around, though, isn't it?
But
So I've
No,
got to
what-
leave this job, yeah?
Yeah, I think they might try XFM first.
I'd have to... What? I'd have to bin Suzanne, would I?
No,
you
she
can
can
take
go
her
and
with
live with you.
You have to cut off all your ties with your friends and family, though. You can't contact them. You got to leave them behind.
Would she have to change her haircut?
Possibly.
When did the murder happen?
Yeah. What would the new identity be that you choose? What would you choose for yourself?
What name?
Probably, I wanted to be called Brett when I was a kid.
Okay.
Right. Brett what?
Brett Pilkington.
You got to change your surname, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Maybe go extra-rectory.
Where would you move to?
Probably back up north.
No.
Well, no.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Can I suggest, maybe, Brett Hanson and go and live in Australia or Canada or something. Well, maybe when they're not operating, maybe, you know, and they just forget it.
You might have to change your identity as well. You might have to grow your hair. Well, you can't grow your hair, but maybe wear a
Maybe,
wig or a
yeah.
moustache.
What would you do? What would you wear?
So like an afro or something.
Something like that.
That would be brilliant. That would be absolutely
And I've got to do
brilliant.
all that just because for 5 minutes I stood in a court thing.
Yes.
And said he's the one who did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, why can't I just wear the afro and the glasses when I'm in the court? Say my name's Brett, right?
Yeah.
Change my voice a bit. He did it, and they go, thanks very much. I go off, I carry on my life.
That's
I'm still
genius.
coming in
That
here on
is-
Saturday.
I don't know why they haven't thought
That
of
is genius. I
That
don't know.
discounts all the witness protection scheme.
Why don't they do that?
Yeah.
So they go, well, I'll go to court as Brett Hanson
Yeah.
with an afro. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Right, and then when I come out, I'm back to Karl Pilkington, still talking like that, but without the afro. That is perfect. You've got... Why don't you call the FBI and say, listen, I can save you billions of dollars a year. You're a genius, Karl.
Right.
Hey, Outcast on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. You alright, Karl?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Just, when you were talking just now about, like the gay stuff.
Yeah.
Right, I don't know if you saw, the thing the other week about the fella who's on that quiz show.
Who?
Sort of,
Oh, right, okay.
gay
Who?
fella, straight, sort of man, woman. thing.
What are you talking about? Tell me what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
It's,
This is like a kid come running in, and he's seeing something frightening. It could be an alien, could be a ghost, could be a paedophile, and you've got to get exactly what actually saw out of him. Right, what did you actually see?
It's just this fella who's a woman.
Right. Right, okay, right, try and talk like a human being. Right.
It's a quiz show that's coming on the telly. And, it's this woman.
Right, is it a fella who's a woman, or is it a woman?
Bit of both, that's why I'm talking about it.
But what do you mean? Is it a pre-op? Is it a transsexual, a transvestite? Is it a lady boy? Is it an hermaphrodite? What is
I'll tell
it?
you about it.
Well, tell me.
I'm telling you. It's a woman. Well, it's a man.
Oh,
No,
forget
listen,
it.
listen.
Play a record.
No, listen.
Come on. What?
It is a man. He is a man. Well,
Oh, Christ's sake!
it's a TV programme where they've got this man who's
Transvestite or television?
It is a transvestite, yeah.
So-
But the problem is, I'll tell you, just because you don't know about it, the programme is...
I don't know, I still don't know about it. I don't know anything about it still. I don't know. It's a woman, man, woman, TV programme, look, TV.
No, it's a man who is now sort of half a woman. And...
A man who is now half a woman!
No, well, this is what's weird about it. He's got the top half, but not the bottom half.
What do you
sorted
mean? He's
out.
got breasts and a wig? But he's still got his boys downstairs. He's
Why
got,
do you do that?
his caps and the boys
What
are
do you do
still
that
there
for?
in his Y fronts.
Why
But
that?
upstairs, he's got a lovely pair of dumplings.
Why do that?
Well, he's halfway through.
But why not get it all done in one go?
Maybe you couldn't afford it.
Well, wait until you've got all the money. That just looks a mess. And who's he pleasing there?
Well, he wakes up in the morning and
everyone.
pleases himself. He can't believe his luck. He doesn't know where to start.
No, but what I don't understand, I mean, I don't want to seem...
Well, can I just
seem
finish that
ignorant.
sentence? What you don't understand is just about everything.
Yeah.
Right,
No, I find it weird, right? I sort of get... I understand the gay thing, right? But...
do you? What do you mean?
Well, I know...
Well, tell me the gay thing. Explain the
Well,
gay
I
thing.
just know if you're a fella, you like men. I don't know much more than that.
What do you mean you don't know?
But what I mean is, with a transvestite, what's going on there? What do they want?
Now, transvestite is a cross-dresser.
See, I don't get that either. Because
you mean a transsexual?
That's a man who likes to dress in women's clothing. It's not necessarily, they're not necessarily gay.
They're
or
not
straight
gay. They're
or
often
anything.
not gay.
They just happen to like wearing women's
Those clothes, right? Yeah.
But then why not wear women's clothes that could be seen as a bloke's, like Suzanne wears jeans?
No, but they, yeah,
Just
but that's
buy
the
women's
thing.
jeans.
But that's their problem, is it? They like being seen as a woman. They like being seen as a woman. It's not just that it's more comfortable, or they'd wear a kilt. They like being seen as a woman. They feel more comfortable.
All right. And what's the deal with this fella who's got?
We don't know
both?
who this fella is.
No, we don't know this man who's half a woman.
He's called Miriam.
Oh, that's helps.
yeah. Brilliant. I love this scientific basis.
No,
So all he's done, he's had the tits done, he's probably had the hormones, probably lived as a woman for a while. The last step, because you can probably reverse the breasts anyway, because they're probably implants and hormonal things, and whereas you chop your knob and boys off, that's, you come back the next day and go, sorry, I didn't mean that, I wanted my ears pierced. It's a bit more of a bigger operation to put them back. So doctors are probably making sure that he's just up
Surely
to.
if you've had the top half done, you're not going to go back on what you've said.
But no, what's the top half being done? I could get you breast implants, give you a bit of hormonal treatment.
Now that would be a great idea for next week.
and you could reverse it. What you can't do is grow a knob back.
Well, you can. Last week you were talking about growing one on your arm.
Yeah.
We've done that.
So that is possible. But the thing is, the truth of it is, I think I do know about this story. I think it was a television programme called There's Something About Miriam. The conceit of which was that this pre-op transsexual...
So I guessed that right, yeah.
Was masquerading as a woman.
Right.
And various blokes, who didn't realise that this was a man, had to
I've heard
try
about
and
this.
seduce her. And when they found out that it was actually a bloke, and a lot of them had kissed her, they refused to let it be shown.
I
and there was a big
agree
outrage.
though. That's just terrible.
Yeah.
That's
It's
deceit.
absurd.
But I mean, that's awful. I hated that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
I think it was a Sky One programme. Is there anything other than The Simpsons on Sky One that's worth watching? Have you ever tried to watch that? Have you ever seen Kirsty's home videos?
Yes. Yeah. But it's things like it's dogs on a slide, babies falling over.
Do you know, it's only recently reduced from an hour in length.
Really?
It used to be an hour long, and it was just, if you haven't seen it, it's just like camcorder footage, like
Do you
it's
know
been
what I
found of
like?
people falling over.
I like an old woman at a wedding falling over and showing her bloomers. That's my favourite.
But I like it when it's Kirsty's home videos uncut. So it's kind of 4 old women, like, naked.
With their tits falling out.
Windsurfing.
Oh, Christ, imagine that. Does it whistle?
Well, it's just, I mean, have you ever really sat and watched anything on Sky One?
No.
That wasn't
The Simpsons,
or Star Trek.
I think that's what I watch on. I think that's
Or
pretty
wrestling.
much what I watch. Wrestling.
They have WWF wrestling, cartoons, and just the worst programs. I mean, it's
I've seen a
appalling.
bit of the wrestling. It's hilarious.
But
It's hilarious.
It's like a station that's made by a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly the demographic. Do you like Sky One, Carl?
I haven't got satellite ever, so.
Why not? I thought you'd have loved that.
No, I would love it.
Discovery Channel's all about
no.
slugs and that, and weird stuff like that.
I know.
Chimps.
I was reading about slugs the other day.
There's a thing on one of the channels called Monkey Business.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
Because I was doing that thing, wasn't I, with Richie Bacon.
Yeah.
Where you watch the telly and that.
You're talking riddles. You actually talk in riddles and forget a play record.
You should be the gatekeeper in some kind of Dungeons and Dragons kind of quiz game.
Right, yeah. Let me enter. Right, yeah, but I was doing that thing with Richard Bacon. What can he mean? What can he mean? He is the wise
There's
one.
a man
Just
who's
play
also a
record.
woman.
Yeah, yeah.
The upper half is, but is the bottom.
Yeah, play a record.
Bit of Clash.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Train in Vain. XFM. 104.9.
That was the Travis, and some flowers through my window. This is XFM 104.9 of a Saturday afternoon, just gone 6 minutes past 1. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
Hello
Hi.
there, hi, good to talk to you.
Carl Pilkington is over there.
Alright.
Hey!
Keeps it real.
Yeah.
Respect, Carl.
Oh.
Rick, I just think, we want to lift off the show straight away.
Yeah.
Into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
And, the best way to do that, it seemed to me, was to resurrect a game we used to play when we first began the show in old XFM days. Do you remember the game, Make Ricky Gervais
Rub me
laugh?
hard.
Rub You Hard?
No, no.
No,
So what one
that was only in the pilot. We never actually did that on live.
Okay, right.
No, it was the game Make Ricky Gervais Laugh.
Oh, I remember,
And we used
yeah.
to get people, Carl, you probably didn't hear it, we used to get people to sort of send in pictures and jokes and stuff, and if I could make Ricky laugh on air with those
He won a
particular
toffee.
things, then they won a gift of some kind.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of emails actually saying people love your laugh, Rick. So in a sense, we're giving the public what they want.
must be taking the mickey.
But this is a picture I found in today's copy of The Sun, so if you're listening at home and you want to know what the picture looks like, rush out and buy a copy, only 40p.
Yeah.
And,
Are we sponsored by The Sun? We do White Van Man.
Exactly. It amused me straight away, this, because bear in mind,
Right.
it is one of the world's biggest rock stars.
Okay.
Just check out the face.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Look at that.
Oh, that is Michael Stipe. Oh dear, with sort of like looking like, I don't know, some sort of Nazi officer. That's not libelous.
That's not libelous. In your opinion, Michael Stipe,
Yeah.
he's outside there during the press conference
Yeah.
for Peter Buck's
It's not a good picture. I love R.E.M. and I love Michael Stipe. I think he's a lovely man, but that's a bad picture, isn't it?
He's got big glasses on and
Yeah.
stubble, obviously he's got bald head. He doesn't appear to be looking at anything. He's looking right
He's
beyond
like-
everyone else. Can you see that, Carl? I'll tell you who he looks like. He looks like Zig, I think, from Zig and Zag. He looks like
Well,
he's
there
a
you
Muppet
go.
made of foam.
Oh, lovely.
Nice to see that game come back.
Yeah,
with a
the
roaring
medium of
success.
radio.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good picture that is.
Well, anyway, it reminded me of the game that you and I used to play in our very early days of XFM, when it was literally
Make Ricky Gervais laugh.
Make Ricky Gervais Laugh, which was a
Lovely.
great game. I think.
I remember the first one. It was that fella drinking a pint of beer.
Yeah.
I remember
yeah.
the very first time.
It
yeah.
never. I tell you what, it's
you
not
know what,
great.
though? Ant and Dec do it now.
Do
They actually. It's very similar to Make Ricky Laugh. It's called Make Ant Laugh.
Interesting.
So
many of our great ideas have been stolen.
Yeah.
Or stoled.
Stoled, yeah.
And anyway, I was looking through the paper in the week, and there was a picture which which I think might be a Ricky Gervais, Make Ricky Gervais Laugh. I don't know. Again, obviously, it doesn't really work for the listeners at home, but I'll try and do my best to describe it.
Can we stop saying my name because it's like a Dave Gorman project? Can we just stop? It's getting. Let's say a word often enough, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Let's stop saying Ricky Gervais.
Well, what we're going to refer to you as. All right. Well, Make Fatty Laugh is a new game. I'm trying to get one of those squeaks of a laugh. I'm concerned because I know.
I'm not a monkey. I'm not
Sure,
a
you're not a
performing
performing monkey.
No, okay.
I know that.
Right.
But anyway, let me just briefly summarise the story for those at home.
Okay.
The headline was Mum 48, a mother of 48 seduced boy of 14.
Well, that's not funny.
Not her own boy, obviously, but a neighbourhood child.
I don't think it's a funny
said-
story so far.
He said Grand Lana Allen, 48, led him upstairs and undressed to her waist, then took his trousers off. Okay, bear that in mind. This is a quote from him, right? Bear in mind, he's a 14-year-old boy, he's quite excited about this. He says, then we had sex, it was every boy's fantasy. Alright?
You're going to show me the picture of her now, aren't you?
So it's a picture of her.
Oh, this is not...
Bear in mind...
This is...
In his own words, Rick.
Right.
In his own words, this was every boy's fantasy.
Okay.
Here's the picture. It's a silent laugh. He's collapsed on the floor.
I wasn't expecting... I was thinking it looked like a fat man. I was not expecting that. Oh, my God. Oh, God. She looks like the drummer of Iron Maiden.
She looks a bit like Lemmy. But I tell you, she looks like reminds me of most. Did you see those?
They've got one with a fag on as well.
I know.
It's just that's her with them out of makeup though.
Carl, have you seen Every Boy's Fantasy?
You should see. Oh God! Oh.
Have a look, Carl.
Oh God!
How old is she?
48.
Oh God! Oh, 48. That's lovely.
I went to, what's her name? Harley Street. I went for a checkup. And, like a medical. Posh, you know Harley Street, it's like, it's the top doctors, isn't it? I've never been before.
Yeah.
All posh buildings and that. Went up to the counter. I said, I see the doctor. They said, name, yeah. Give us 10 minutes, go and wait in the waiting room. Dead posh waiting room. Dead fancy. Big leather furniture and that.
Yep.
Loads of magazines. I mean... like a newsagent's in the middle of the room on a table, loads of them. So I'm looking through, and there's the top quality ones. Your Esquire, GQ, Classy, Yacht Weekly, all that, Country Life, Boys.
Boys.
There's one there, yeah. Boys. What's that? Right, lifted up like the one on top of it, and it's like boys with a Z. Two fellas stood there, looking sort of Italian looking.
Yeah.
Right.
Dungarees on.
No shirt though.
No shirt, just dungarees sort of unbuttoned, hanging down a little bit.
Sure.
So no one else is about. I'm never going to buy a magazine like that.
You're going to tell us you looked through a gay magazine?
I had a little look, just because I thought, like I say, it's one
You're
chance.
always looking to learn, aren't you? You're always looking to learn.
Yeah.
Always open. There might have been something in there that I go, right, I get it now. I understand why they like doing that or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So she said I was going to, 10-minute wait. I can have a quick flick through. Picked it up, had a look. Still none the wiser.
Why?
Well, what did you see when you opened it up?
Just loads of. Like I've said to you before about, I don't know why you like looking at knobs when they've got one of their own.
Right.
There's no
right.
surprises there. You're not going to go. Oh,
Sure.
that's
Yeah.
nice. Some had like car oil on the face. Knob out.
Yeah.
There was someone sat on one of them square things of hay.
Oh yeah.
Sat there, like sort of sat on it, straddling it.
Yeah. That must have been uncomfortable.
Again, knob out.
Yeah, just looking like it's normal.
That's
Sort of
crazy.
like
No
that.
farmer walks around like that.
What was the other one? There was motorbike. They always like them.
Yeah.
No, I'm going through and then like the content is all puns.
Right.
Everything was to do with knob.
Right.
That's the only bit they're interested in the male body.
Look at this bloke
It's
straddling
not-
this huge throbbing thing. The bike's not bad either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Loads of them. It was just cock. Just 100%. Like let's just talk about the knob.
That's a good name for a gay magazine.
100% cock.
100% cock.
Did it not at any moment sort of maybe slightly unnerve you that the doctor might come in and see you reading boys?
No, because I wasn't.
What about if I walked through? Because I remember once when you were in hospital about to have a tube going down your knob and you were sitting in your pants with stockings on and I walked through and you were horrified. So what if I'd have walked in then and went, Carl, what are you doing?
I would have just said, look at this. Look at this, it's free.
And I said, why did you bring that with you?
No, I would have just said, look, does it look like I brought it with me? Look
Yeah,
at this.
yes, it does.
Well,
Because I've never,
what? So you
because
look
I would never see, you would never see a gay magazine in a doctor's waiting room. So I think you bought that and pretended that it was there.
That's the thing. I was amazed by that because there was no there was no Mayfair or anything. They just catered for if you wanted a bit of knob action. It was really. I could have complained.
Sure.
So if you're gonna have this, where's a bit of the other?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a bit of this, where's a bit of the other?
I know one of the things that they had, and I thought they're really struggling with ideas. They had a Sukoko.
As in Sudoku.
Yeah.
Sukoko.
Surely Sadico is better.
No, because it was like Sukoko.
Yeah, but it's Dick as well.
Subdico.
Yeah.
What? And it was still a Sudoku style puzzle, but it just had that name.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just everything.
It was just Sudoku, but called Coco. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Now, if I was gay, do you know, like
Let's
you
have
say,
a game of Lubo. Let's have a game of Knobopoly.
Noberation.
Noberation. Let's have a game of chess. Cock. Let's have a game of fuckaroo.
Well, that works for either sex.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how we spend our Christmases.
Then, fuck a poo.
Oh, God. Well, obviously, Carl was out with me last night, and he saw that I'm, he knows I'm a ladies' man, and that was obvious, Carl. You could see the vibe around me, couldn't you, when the chicks were talking to me. And just remembered recently, actually, I was on a train coming back from hometown Bristol, and I was on the train, and this girl walks on, good-looking girl. I thought, hey up, largely empty carriage. I'm thinking, my luck's in, because I take every opportunity, Carl. That's the thing about me, I don't choose. She was a good-looking girl. She sat down. I thought she sat down right near me. I thought, brilliant. As this guy comes up behind her, and says, I think it's probably a boyfriend or something. Sits down next to her. And I listened in on the conversation, obviously, because I'm pretending to read. It was very clever. I read the same page for hours, so I was pretending to listen. I was listening, but pretending to read. And I realised that it's not her boyfriend or anything, it's just some guy she's met on the platform. And I'm thinking, brilliant, if she's the kind of girl who's just going to start talking to someone, on a platform, on a train, brilliant, I'm going to be in here. Because he was only going one stop. So I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen? He'll nick off, I'll get chatting to her, and who knows, I could join the Is there a train equivalent?
Foot High Club.
The Foot High Club, brilliant. And so I'm excited, I'm listening in. And it turns out that they're both kind of graduates, so just finished university, or they're coming to the finals or something. And they're chatting away, and he's making a couple of witticisms, and she's kind of tittering at his jokes. I'm thinking, well, I'll tell you this, if she's laughing at this kind of material, I am going to blow her away, with my kind of anecdotes and wry observations, It was weak stuff, I got to be honest.
Really?
He was coming out with nothing. He was running on empty, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And she was loving it. So I'm thinking, brilliant, I'm going to be right in here. And then they get moving on to higher brow things, and I think she was going to study kind of Marxism or something like that, or communism, something. And she was asking him, by way of conversation, she was asking him what he knew about Marxism, And he was fumbling for his vague knowledge of it that he had in his life. And I'm just sat there thinking, come on, love, in any given capitalist environment, the proletariat will revolt against their oppression by the bourgeoisie, and after a brief period of socialist rule, emerges as a classist society governed by community cooperation.
Well, if that sort of talk wouldn't get a woman hot, I don't
Come
know.
on,
I don't
Rick.
know what you'd use.
If
then
Marx and Engels is not going to get a woman sweaty down below, then nothing is. Then my name is
You're
not
just
Steve
biding
Merchant.
your time.
Exactly. I'm just going to go in for the kill any minute.
Yeah.
So anyway, it comes to his stop, right? He gets off. I'm thinking this is a piece of cake, and he gets off, and off he goes. He walks off, and I'm thinking brilliant. And I thought, I'll wait. I'll wait till the train's pulled away. I'm not going to leap in straight away.
No.
And he comes back along the carriage, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute. He goes, listen, do you mind if I give you my email address, right? And if you want to get in touch, email me. I'm thinking, come on, you loser, get off now. Save your face, please, before it's too embarrassing. She accepts the email address because she obviously doesn't want to hurt his feelings, whatever. I'm thinking, fair enough. She's a good woman. I'm liking her. I'm loving her. I'm thinking that's my kind of girl. So anyway, he gets off. I'm sat there, the train pulls away. I'm thinking, I'll wait a few minutes, I'll just, give it some time. Her phone rings. It's her friend on the phone. And she starts saying it, and I was listening in, and she was going, just met a guy on the train. I'm thinking, yeah, that's true enough. She goes, he was a good-looking guy. I thought, you're having a laugh, love. To be honest. Because I was looking at him, and she said to her friend, he looks a bit like tennis player Boris Becker. I thought, you should be so lucky, frankly, because I saw him. He had awful facial hair, if that's what makes him look like Boris Becker. Terrible little goatee beard. It was laughable. I thought, I don't know. And then she goes to think, and she's like, I met him, we got chatting and stuff, and she was going, it's not often that you meet someone, generally in life, who's, kind of thoughtful and intelligent and funny. I thought to myself, I'm not even going to waste my time with you, love. Frankly, if that's what you thought of him.
You just walked away.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even bother talking to her.
No, you were just
didn't even
above
waste
it.
my time with her.
If she thinks that bloke is not only
great looking,
but funny and intelligent, and she got on well, and he was polite, and it was a chance meeting, and he thought, and she thought that you were like a freaky looking dork who didn't even have the nerve to speak.
That is what she
thinks,
then
then
I don't want to know it.
I couldn't. You walked away, and good luck to you.
And I have my dignity intact.
Yes, and she's nothing. We've just recorded T4. Bit stressful for you, isn't it?
Well, stressful.
Yeah.
Don't enjoy. You see, I've never done interviews for a job or anything.
No.
And that's what that feels like. You've got to impress them. It's that thing at the moment of a USP. What's your USP?
Yeah.
One of Suzanne's mates got a son.
Yeah.
Who's must be 16 or something.
Yeah.
Went for a job interview at Waitrose. That's what they asked him. What's your USP?
Really?
Stacking beans.
Yeah.
You don't need a USP for that.
You didn't even want a job, did you? You didn't even go to school.
Yeah, I didn't like school. There was no payback there for me at school.
Of course, what education is the payback?
They didn't teach me anything of any use. I'll tell you what they should do at school. I'll tell you where I learnt most stuff from.
Go on.
Bullseye. Jim Bowie. General knowledge. There's a maths bit in it where you're adding up.
Yeah.
Spelling. Let's check it with Bully.
Although current affairs would have them in trouble, wouldn't it?
But you don't really need to know current affairs. I think
Because they change.
They change.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Are you listening, kids? You don't need to know current affairs. You don't need to go to school. You need to get Challenge TV. What advice would you give to kids today? Is someone watching there, they're, I don't know, 13, 14, maybe worried about exams? What am I going to do?
We're not worrying that much, are they? They're sat on the internet like that watching this. Turn that off from the start. That's a starting point.
Okay, well, not yet though. Don't turn it off yet, because Uncle Carl is going to give you advice. I'll play a young kid, a young teenager, right? Right, and you've got to inflame my quest for knowledge, my quest for excellence, my quest for achievement. Okay, right? All right, Carl.
Right. What do you think about when you sat there now?
Just nothing. Just thinking that I wish I was I wish I was sitting here more, in a way. I'm sitting here enough, and I wish I was sitting here more.
Yeah, I couldn't handle a kid like that, to be honest. You're that gormless. I mean, it's today's youth like that.
Don't give up. Don't give up, okay? Okay, right. What if I was like this, right? Right. Right, Carl. I'm fed up. I don't want to do anything with my life. Life's never going to get any better for me.
Well, maybe it isn't, actually. If you're like this... You can, because there's no point building you up and making you have this dream that you're going to be a professor or something if you look like that. There's more divs in the world at the end of the day. And sometimes we have to accept that there is kids at home watching this who are like that. They're probably going, oh, yeah, it's like me. They are like that, and they're not going to get anywhere. So there's no point building them up and saying, don't be like that. You could be a lawyer, you could be a solicitor. They're not going to be. There's a lot of idiots in the world. So, live with it.
And for those of you who don't know me, and especially if we meet in the bar later, my name is Danny. Do you want a pint? Danny, do you want a pint? Fornication. I'll read that again. For an occasion like this, I want to make sure I keep up the traditions of being a best man. Apparently, I need to get the groom to the church on time. Tick. I need to remember the rings. Did that. And I need to have sex with a bridesmaid. Whee. To be fair, I wrote these before I knew I would never have sex with them. Maybe when they're older. Never say never. And keep them away from pedo Rog. All right, pedo. Nice to have you. He's come a long way. Good lad. It's great to see so many people turn up to see Josh finally tie the knot. And about time, too. Nat's got it all. She's brilliantly clever, apparently really delivers in the bedroom. Like mother, like daughter, eh? He knows what I'm talking about. No. And I don't know about you, but I feel she could easily be a model. I think we'll agree, if it wasn't for her nose. When I first saw her beavering away, cooking Josh a meal, I knew she was a real catch. I've got no idea why her previous boyfriend cheated on her, but I'm glad he did. Cheers to him, wherever he may be. Probably shagging. No. Seriously, Nat, you're a real 8 out of 10, love. I mean that sincerely. And we're delighted you and Josh have found each other. So, everyone, please raise your glasses as we say a little toast to Nat and Josh.
Right? And Steve, who probably wasn't as cool as he is now. You're a bit of a freak.
In those days.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
And it just covered him, and he just went like this. He went, well, now you've got to clear that up. Which I found even funnier.
Yeah, but you did have to clear it up.
I did. But I was crying with laughter as I was clearing it up and taking it out of your keyboard.
Yeah, but I think I don't think I gave you enough of a reaction.
No.
Because you didn't really do stuff like that afterwards.
No.
I think you were looking for real annoyance. And This is the weird thing about this relationship, is that despite the fact he's, 10 years older than me, I was often for a long time the adult. I say it for a long time. I think so. Often the adult.
I think it's I think that's what drove the dynamic. And also I was the laziest person in the world. I remember once when we were writing, and Steve said, look, we've got a lot of work to do. He said, don't have too many sausages at lunchtime, wasn't it? And I
actually fell asleep that day.
Yeah, because there was jumbo sausages in the BBC canteen. You meant to have one. I said, I can handle 2. And I had 2. He said, don't eat 2, Rick. And I did fall asleep, didn't I, when we were writing?
Yeah, he fell asleep under the table. I didn't realise he was asleep. And we were writing away, and part of the script, and I was reading out this bit that we'd written, and part of it involved someone knocking on the door. So I knocked on the table as I was reading it out, and he woke up thinking someone was coming in the office, banged his head on the side of the table.
Oh dear, just like Lennon and McCartney.
Yeah.
Someone actually asked earlier on the live chat, are you concerned that Karl Pilkington is going to become a bigger star stateside than you guys?
I want him to. I want him to be the biggest star in the world. I want him to be not just a star, but like an idol that people worship. Just little round things that is like like
they put on their dashboard.
Exactly, like Christianity uses a cross. It's just a little round orange sort of circle. Because I know he'll hate it. I just know he'll hate it.
Apart from Leonardo DiCaprio, was there anyone you wanted for extras that you didn't get? Anyone that you approached, told you to bugger off and shove it up your arse, says Jack Lovejoy.
There was only one person who said no, and that was Keith Harrison Orville.
Yes. Yes, and I think Sid Little, didn't he say no as well?
Oh yes, he did. Yeah, I think it was a bit too much for him. He thought. Yeah.
Was it after seeing a bit of the script that they were in?
Probably. Yeah. Well, I usually pitched it to him over the phone before we wrote it, and but no, he wasn't. He wasn't into it. Orville was up for it.
Oh, Orville would have been.
I don't know speak anymore over
that. Carol says, if you could pick the brain of any fictional character, who would you choose and why? Now, does that mean
like
that you could have the brain, or
Sherlock Holmes, or
what, and have it for yourself?
God,
information from them.
God, I think. We asked Karl a question. If God exists, what would you want him to say to you when you got to heaven? And Karl went, "Is that how it works?" What do you mean? He said, "Well, he wouldn't be on the door, would he?" I went, "No, you go up to his office." And Karl said that he'd say to God, "Well done with the world and that, but I think you've put in too much water."
Hey, wow, this is a big question. What are the best things in life?
What are the best things in life? First thing I thought of there, sausages. But I'm off
I
them
thought
now.
that might be the answer.
I don't know. A mother's tears, maybe a baby's laugh. Although Karl said that was the most frightening thing. When we asked him a question. We were doing the questions from the inside the Access studio. We said, "What sound do you hate?" And he went, "A baby laughing would do me head in." I went, "Why?" He said, if I had a kid and Suzanne was out, and I'd put it to bed, and then I woke up at 2 a.m. to the sound of a baby laughing, he said it would freak me out. I think he's thinking of like Chucky, just sitting up going, unbelievable. The best things in life. Well,
they're free.
Freedom.
The
Well, no, freedom is surely.
That's important.
Surely. In every aspect. Freedom of speech, freedom to live a good life the way you like it, as long as you don't hurt anyone, kids, and floss.
We've got time for just a few more questions, so do keep your questions coming in thick and fast. A few people asked earlier, I don't know if there's any truth in this, Stephen, in a recent interview that you hinted at a secret crush for Nadine from Girls Aloud. Any truth in that?
I was being flippant. I'm a fan of all Girls Aloud. Even the ginger one.
Yeah.
No, she's,
Well, don't say even. There's probably ginger.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean, including the ginger one. No, it's just so, I got very ginger beard, and lots, you want two ginger people get together, you're going to have ginger offspring, who might inevitably be bullied. So you've got to be careful. You've always got to think this thing through. But, a Girls Aloud is not just for one night, all right? They're for life.
Karl said he thinks, it's actually only in England where that happens.
I know,
in America,
it's weird,
they don't get the jokes. Like, they quite rightly, they think, well, what's up? There's obviously nothing wrong with it. But Karl thinks that even ginger cats get bullied by other cats.
Why do you think it is that the ginger thing is?
I don't know. I thought it was... isn't there a reference to the Bible or something?
Is there?
Wasn't
Judas was
wasn't
ginger?
Judas ginger?
No, what are you talking about? It's the Middle East. They're not ginger people around there, are they?
Well, that's why he stood out like a sore thumb.
Clearly.
I have no idea why I said that. I don't know if that's true or not.
I wondered if it was something to do with the old Scottish-English rivalry. Obviously, all Scottish people are sort of, ginger-haired. I wondered if that was anything to do with that. Maybe one of these MySpaces will let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you can. Someone asked earlier, Stephen, has Ricky let fame go to his head? Does he only hang out with A-listers these days?
People often say to me, has Ricky changed since he got famous? No, he was always a cunt. What advice, Rick, would you give to people who want to get into the business?
Don't. do something useful. Train to be a doctor or a lawyer.
When was the first moment that you thought, I'm famous? Because you were on the 11 o'clock show. That was the first time I saw you.
I was always worried about that. I was always worried about the word, that I didn't want to be lumped in with those people who do anything to be famous, just live their life like an open wound. Fame per se is nothing and largely pointless, and it usually only has detrimental effects, to be honest, But I suppose I knew I was a face. I mean, the first time someone asks you your autograph, you think, oh, but that, I think everyone's famous to that degree these days. I
I suppose winning the Golden Globes was the freakiest because that made the real news, not just the entertainment news. It was on front covers of. That was a bit weird, and I was glad I wasn't here when that happened. I was still in America. I was doing some work, but you know, I think the important thing is know what you're doing it for. If you're doing it to chase fame, well, then you can do anything really. You can do horrendous things to be famous. There's no difference between fame and infamy if that's all you want. But I think you've got to love what you're doing. You've got to know why you're doing it, and we do it for the work and the creative process. And fame is an upshot of what we do. If you're an actor and you're a successful actor, then you're probably famous. But that shouldn't be the driving force. And I'm probably much prouder of being a writer and a director than I am an actor in many ways. But it all comes as a package, really. And joking aside, the advice would be. Try and control your own destiny. Own your own labour. Be in charge. Walk away if it's not right. Don't compromise. Don't think, if I compromise 1,000 times, then I'll get something I'm good at. Because those things stay with you and they stay around. They hang around. There's no rush either. Don't think you have to be famous by 23 or it's all over. You know, unless you're in a boy band, that's just simply not true. And find your own voice and do something you're passionate about. Don't do anything for the sake of it. Do something that you want to get off your chest. That's what I'd say. Steve, anything to add to that?
Well, I just want to ask you a question from Jensen's Beard. Have you ever thought about having a facelift?
No. I don't even like going to the doctors when I'm seriously ill. So the point of voluntarily going under the knife where you might die because your face is saggy, well, that's age, that's gravity. I mean, it's crazy. These people that have these things that have ribs out and, just unbelievable. Who cares?
Do you remember that story, which is obviously a myth, about Prince having ribs removed so he could suck his own? Yeah. Why are you looking sheepish? It's not something you're considering?
No, I'm just worried about you've just said.
Well, it's obviously nonsense.
Well, that's good.
It's patently nonsense, isn't it?
Can he not suck his own?
Sure.
No, probably not.
Ribs are in the way.
You know what? Hobbob is on the Bobbler.
Oh, again?
He's on the chat. And
Bob Meister!
He's clarifying the ginger issue. He's saying red hair was thought to be a mark of beastly sexual desire and moral degeneration.
From when, though?
I don't know. He doesn't really...
The 1980s?
Yeah! Since Mick Hucknall. When, though? That's what we're...
Yeah, I've absolutely no idea. He doesn't really go any further than that. If you've got any more info for us, mate, do clarify it in the few minutes
Bob
we've got
Meister,
left.
sloppy